Hello everybody. Welcome to the Season 4 preseason of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We will get started in just a minute. Give me a little bit of time to ping Discord, all that. Say hello. So, 33 days ago on August 28th, we crowned Edmonton as our Season 3 champions. But now, we've gone through one off-season, and in that off-season, we have expanded from 19 teams to 26. So this season will feature 26 teams. That is going to be 13 rounds per year. We are also going to be getting rid of the intermissions for the most part. There's going to be barely any intermissions today as I don't have a second switch loaded right now. Let me just ping the Discord server, say hi everybody, all that real quick. But yes, welcome to Season 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We'll talk about some of those expansion teams as we see them, but the first match we're going to have today, we're going to see two very familiar teams. The Swarm against Toronto. Let's talk about those real quick. The Swarm. Most of their roster, as you can see, is still intact. So Vin Diesel, Baba Booey, Sidon, I Don't Love You, they remain. Unfortunately, the team lost Duke Fizzle's Me Sword Fighter Mr. Ninja to the expansion draft. So they need to find a replacement leadoff for their team. Here in this first round of the preseason, they're going to be trying to use Panger's Hero Low, who was drafted in this draft. So the rookie hero going to be out there in that slot right now. By the way, tell me if there's any audio delay, something like that. Let me see. Right, left, right. Let me live now. 1 a.m. live ping. The Season 4 S4 preseason. Alright, for Season 4 preseason. Round 1. Alright. We got that ping going on all there. So, the amiibo in the thumbnail, that is going to be Luckman's Rosalina and Luma amiibo Owo, who is on Luckman's Toronto roster. So, Toronto did protect 4 of their starters, but they are going to be cycling around seeing what could possibly work for some of their other options. They did lose longtime starter Econart in the expansion draft, so Econart no longer with Toronto. He's with one of the expansion teams. I don't remember which expansion team's with right now, but Econart, they need to find the replacement for him. But the Season 1 MVP, she is here. The Season 2 MVP, she is here as well. Toronto is hoping they can get a slightly better start this upcoming season. They did not use Nezuko for the first half of Season 3, but with the two of them together, Toronto, maybe we could see a promising Season number 4 for them. They do have a full stacked roster of 12 amiibo. They would need to get that down from 12 to 10 by the time the regular season begins. So here's a quick little schedule for the regular season and the preseason. Today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, that's going to be the preseason. Then between Friday and Saturday, we're going to get those rosters cut from 12 to 10 if you're over that limit. Then, Saturday, we're going to begin the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League Season number 4 with Round 1 and Round 2 as part of a doubleheader. We're going to be trying to stream almost every day that is not a Sunday. Some Mondays, some Thursdays. Some Saturdays might be a little bit off depending on college football games that I go to or want to watch. But let's see. One other possible roadblock is in about 2.5 weeks from now, Pokemon Legends ZA comes out. So there might be a small mid-season break so that I can live stream that game whenever it does come out. I currently have the 16th, 17th, and 18th. Maybe the 19th if needed, designated for that. Hello Joe, hello Nightmare, welcome. It's been 33 days since we did a match of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Alright. So, there were 2 teams that did not continue their journey onto Season 4. The 8-Bit Bots and Team Instinct. We will not be seeing them here in Season 4. All of their amiibo on the roster, they've been scattered out throughout whatever. In fact, Mordes, she was on the bench for 8-Bit Bots, I believe. She's here in Toronto. She's going to be trying to be that leadoff for Toronto as Liness. We're going to see some experiments with some lower tier amiibo with Toronto right here. So, Owo going to be in that number 4 slot. Luckman's Rosalina Luma. I believe this is the first Rosalina Luma to ever be in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Liness, she's usually the leadoff for Toronto here. Alright. So, the Swarm versus Toronto to kick off this preseason. Let's get started. Your number 1 seed against the team that has multiple MVPs on their active roster. Low, Mordes. They're going to be your leaders right here as Mordes. She has been a constant leadoff for most of her playing time, mainly with the Time Zone squad. Did not get any activity as fast loading screens. Isn't it beautiful? Low, more deaths. Toronto, as we see that fireball, it's going to be 0 to 21 right now, 10 to 21 right now, 10 to 36. We see that fireball, more deaths. Already at 56 is Panger's hero, trying to win that leadoff slot for the Swarm this season to replace the loss of Duke Fizzle's Mii Sword Fighter, Mr. Ninja. Going to be 15 to 71 right now. We see that down smash, 29 to 71. So we're going to see the Mii Sword Fighter try to go off stage, and that's a down air from Low. So the very first KO of the preseason is going to go to Low, as now we see the debut of Luckman's Rosalina OO. And it's going to be 29 to 15 right now, as we see Hero, Fireball, and that's a spot dodge missed from the Rosalina. She uses that down special to get rid of the Fireball, though. So that could possibly be a way to interrupt this Hero. We'll see. But Low, big damage onto there. The camera angle is going to be a little bit funky because Luma, you got to keep Luma in the frame. Low still trying to come back, but those star bits like disrupting his hero, still off stage. 104 to 24 as OO going to stay on the stage right now. We're going to see 104 and forward throw. Low still trying to get back onto the stage. Panger's hero against Luckman's Rosalina. We see the up smash. Do we see an up air chase? We will not. Instead of down air from the hero, but forward smash. And that's a KO from Luckman's Rosalina against this hero, just shutting down this hero completely. So now, C-Sharp's Ganondorf Vin Diesel. He had 24 KOs in the previous season, but disappeared. That's his first KO in a long while, though. He gets that KO against OO, as now the Season 2 MVP Silly coming out right now for Toronto. So it's going to be Vin Diesel versus Silly. We're going to see her stay on the stage as Ganondorf tries to come back on the Swarm. He was the main contributor in KOs for the Swarm last season, Vin Diesel. We're going to see him just coming back on the stage. 24 KOs for the team. He was one of 3 Amiibo to surpass the 23 Amiibo record, I believe. Him, Silly, and Pancakes were the only 3. It's 74 to 70 right now. 4 versus 3 scenario with the Swarm in the lead. We're going to see that Doria. That's going to get rid of Silly, and Vin Diesel has 2 KOs, so he's starting to get back into that Season 3 form that he had for most of the season. But Liness try to go off stage. Not going to hit this Ganondorf. It's 92 to nothing right now, so we're going to see neutral air, but forward smash from Liness. Liness is being experimented here in this number 4 slot, and we're going to see Vin Diesel still trying to come back onto the stage. Out of parry, it's a down tilt, and we see back air, but that back air is going to send Vin Diesel back onto the stage. It's 133 to 25 right now. Out of parry, no, did not capitalize. This is Ganondorf putting 39 to the scene so far. 147 to 39 right now. We're going to see Ganondorf back onto the stage. Down smash, and Vin Diesel will not survive that down smash. So Liness does get the KO against a critically damaged Vin Diesel. So here comes Baba Booey. This was a 4-2 scenario right now. Lucian trying to make it a 3 versus 2. It's going to be 8 to 77 right now. It's Vic Texas Olimar. I don't remember how many KOs this Olimar had in the previous season. It's going to be 8 to 97. I believe everybody on the Swarm had double digits. We'll see, as this is going to be a 1 versus 3 scenario for the Season 1 MVP, Nezuko. Rap Jam Zelda, it's going to be 37 to 0 right now, so we're going to see another forward smash with the blue Pikmin interrupting that F smash. Down throw, forward air, Nezuko already at 33. 51 to 33 right now is, I don't know if we're going to see side on or I don't love you, but Baba Booey, that forward smash, not able to KO quite yet, but Nezuko, she's going to go deep, and she will get that down air, but it's going to be the weak down air, so Baba Booey able to come back onto the stage. 113 to 33 right now, as we see Nezuko trying to go off stage, trying to go aggressive in some of these scenarios, and that down air, it's not going to be enough quite yet. Still not the strong hit for Toronto. It's going to be forward throw, 141 to 56 right now. We're going to see Nezuko just waiting on stage for Baba Booey to come back on. We see a forward smash. That will get rid of Baba Booey, making this a 1 versus 2, but Luckman Link Sidon against his team. It's going to be 0 to 72 right now. Sidon going to wait on stage as he has a bomb, and that bomb is going to be used just to be thrown upwards. Up tilt, back air, but the bomb, it explodes on Zelda. 41 to 82 right now, so we're going to see Nezuko coming back onto the stage. It's going to be, let's see. It's a down air from the Zelda, but a boomerang on the way back into that forward air. That's going to put Nezuko at 97%, and there's still the King Deity in the back, but Sidon off stage right now. He's going to be able to come back on thanks to the placement of that bomb. It could threaten. We're going to see that bomb. It's going to go safely off stage, but up throw, up air. Link still survives at 101%, so it's going to be forward air, and that is going to be the game-winning KO for the Swarm in this first exhibition match of the preseason. The Swarm, they're going to win this 5 to 3. Alright. So we see Low with that leadoff win for the Swarm. We see 2 KOs from Vin Diesel, trying to get back into that Season 3 form. Baba Booey, Sodom with 1 KO each. OO, Liness, and Nezuko getting KOs each as the Season 2 MVP got shut down in this game. Alright, let's get that screenshot real quick. And that's going to be it for the first game. Let's head straight to our second match of this offseason. We're going to have one of those battles of Canada, Edmonton versus Ottawa. Gonna get a sip of water. Let me get a sip of water real quick as we load Edmonton versus Ottawa. So I'm going to have my mic off for just a quick minute. We'll be back in a minute as we have Edmonton, Ottawa coming up next. Okay, so this water bottle that I have right now, it is huge. Like, this water bottle is 1.5 liters full of water. So, Edmonton, they are your defending champions, but we did not receive a roster order for Edmonton. Luckily, they managed to keep all 5 of their starters. They were able to protect their main core 4, and Lucas did not get selected in the expansion draft, so Betterness still on Edmonton's roster here as the defending champion. All 5 starters still remaining. This could be huge as, okay, coming into the playoffs, did anybody expect Edmonton to win the championship? Like, I'm going to be real with you. They went white hot just at the right time, the right place, and that's how they were able to win this championship. That plus a bunch of luck too, because we had multiple self-destruct issues with both the Novas and no custody. Alright, but Crouch, Doofinator, Ascent, AI Sonic, Betterness, all 5 members of the starting roster are back as Edmonton. They are trying to win back-to-back championships. We'll see, we'll see. The team went 9-7, including win their last 3 games of the regular season, then just sweeping all their opponents. As let's find the next amiibo, gonna be Ascent MLL. MLL's Violet amiibo. Alright, slot number 2. Let's bring, sorry, not slot number 2, slot number 4. J9K's Banjo-Kazooie AI Sonic. As this Banjo, he's been here all 4 seasons for Edmonton. So has the Olimar Doofinator. I believe Crouch has been here since season number 2. AI Ascent and Betterness, they were season 3 additions and major additions too, as they were able to win the championship with such. There were some games where Edmonton was winning by big margins that they didn't actually need this Lucas, so they could have actually been able to easily move on from this Lucas. I believe he only had 7 or 9 KOs in all of last season. We'll see, we'll see. But the Lucas, MTJ Garris' Lucas Betterness, we're gonna see, let's see, here he is. We won't see any of Edmonton's bench or any of Edmonton's draft picks, as we're just going to see that same starting 5 as before, because Edmonton did not submit a new roster order. But one other amiibo to possibly keep an eye on, 1AM Zelda amiibo Shiori. She received some off-season training, all that, make her much more improved. A bunch of amiibo were able to receive off-season training, off-season improvements for the first time. I believe Edmonton, Buffalo, the Time Zone Squad, the Swarm, and one other team received at least one amiibo with such things. But on the other side of this game, it's going to be Ottawa. So Ottawa didn't exactly have the best season last year, but the #1 overall pick, Taste, we're going to see him in the leadoff slot for Ottawa. The #1 overall pick back in the season 3 draft, Taste, going to be there. Luckman Sephiroth Sauron, who was the leadoff for most of Ottawa last season, we're going to see him in this #2 slot. So let's find Sauron real quick. Where is he? Here he is. They did lose one or 2 of their starters, I believe, to the expansion draft. I believe Informer is now with the Critical Crashers. That is one of the expansion teams we'll talk about later on, as these first 4 matches we're going to see, by the way, are going to be between non-expansion teams. If you're here to see the expansion teams, you wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the first 4 matches are going to be between non-expansion teams. The first expansion team we're going to see is going to be match number 5 when Buffalo, the Buffalo Amiibashers, host the Time Zone Squad. Alright, so Obsesses Piranha Plant Papaya, coming off a 19 KO season, his career best. Gonna be in slot number 3 for this Ottawa team. One of the many bright spots for what could possibly be a promising roster here in season number 4. So let's bring him in real quick. Alright. Slot 4, we're gonna see their first round pick for Ottawa. Actually, this is Ottawa's first round pick in the season 4 draft. It's going to be Luckman Shulk Titus. So another Luckman amiibo chosen in the first round. Let's find him real quick. Luckman Shulk Titus. Alright. Here he is. And finally, we are going to see an amiibo who was benched all of last season. We're going to see her season 4 preseason debut. This is going to be Emacraft's Zelda Zeldina. She spent season 1 and season 2 with Your Worst Nightmare, racking up 19 KOs each in those first 2 seasons. Did not play at all for Ottawa last season, sat on the bench the entire time. Maybe Shu could have been a difference for this team, but now we're going to see her in that number 5 slot for the team. Alright, so the reason why we have Edmonton versus Ottawa in the preseason is because The season format this year is East versus West, which means Edmonton in the regular season does not play Toronto or Ottawa. Additionally, you only play the members in your conference once for 12 total games. So Ottawa, Toronto, they're going to play each other just once. I believe that's going to take place early on in the season in round number 3, actually. Yes, round 3. Ottawa has to go to Toronto, where Leah versus Luckman, their teams will face each other. And it's not going to be called the Battle of Canada just because not all the Canadian teams are involved. I don't remember Canadian geography. They're both in what province are they? What province in they're in Ontario, right? That's the province that Toronto, Ottawa are both in. I don't remember Canadian geography. I've never been to Canada. I need to go there one day, but I've never been. That's one thing that's gonna be on my bucket list. But all right. There is no counterpart for Edmonton in Alberta. We managed not to get a team in Calgary, nothing like that. So Edmonton, they're all alone in the western side. So that's why we're gonna have them just doing casual exhibition matches versus Ottawa versus Toronto. In fact, Edmonton, they're gonna host Toronto in the next round. But for now, Battle of Canada, Ottawa versus Edmonton. Let's get started. I apologize for these long gaps in between games, all that, just trying to do a little bit of buffer. Gonna try to get a sip of waters. We have Crouch versus Taste as your leadoffs.
3, 2, 1, go!
No, seriously, this water bottle is huge. It is 1.5 liters for like $1.25. It is ridiculously cheap, and I love it. It's not even like the purified water too. It's the spring water, so that's like slightly better too. Like I got a slightly better taste with minerals, all that. So very huge steal. I love it. Anyways, 47-45 right now, 78-45 as Crouch already taking 100%. Crouch needs to come back onto the stage. We're going to see, no, I thought that was going to be a footstool, but no, the King Deity able to safely come back on. We see a forward tilt, Taste off stage. We're going to see a King Deity try to go for the Gordo, but the Gordo's not going to land. That's a down air, but it's going to be a horizontal down air, forward air as Taste gets a leadoff win. Here comes Jufinator for your defending champions. It's going to be 0-104 right now. We're going to see Jufinator. He is going to go for the back throw and Taste off stage, but Jufinator, he is just waiting, and we're going to see a get up attack. It's going to be 12-29-118 right now. Do we see Taste? Down special misses. He is taking that damage from the red Pikmin right now, though, and it's 29-138. We'll see Taste coming back on stage and down air. Jufinator able to get that KO right there. Here comes Sauron for Ottawa, 4 Amiibo each right now. It's going to be 45-0 right now. We see the down tilt. We're going to see the side Bs actually missed. Those side Bs did not hit Jufinator because he managed to get the directional air dodge at the right time, but he is already at 71%. Gets hit by those double up tilts, and Sauron, easy KO against that Olimar Amiibo. Here comes Ascent MLL for Edmonton. It's going to be 20-32 as we see juggling with the up tilt. Side B, there is one side B on here right now. It's 34-35 right now, but Sauron at 57. Side B, the fireball finally comes to hit Ascent. It's going to be 53-57 right now, so we're going to see the side B. It gets spot dodge, so an up special able to capitalize there for Sauron. It's another down special, but it misses. That down smash, actually. We saw it snap from the Sephiroth. I believe that's the first snap of this preseason. It's going to be 85-74 right now, 93-74. We're going to see the up throw. Do we see up air? We see a snap, but that snap is going to miss. 104-92 right now is the wing. Now active for Luckman Sephiroth in a 4 versus 3 scenario. Ottawa in the lead. 115-92. Down air misses from Sauron. It's going to be a forward tilt, and that is 2 KOs from Luckman Sephiroth in a 4 versus 2 scenario now. AI Sonic needs to get rid of this Sephiroth right here, and he also needs to get rid of the next wheel too. He will get rid of the Sephiroth. All right. It's going to be 35. AI Sonic already taking 44. 54%. Papaya dealing massive damage onto the Banjo already. 54-12 right now as Papaya coming off a 19 KO season. This is Obsessive's Piranha Plant. Let's see if he can have another strong campaign for this team. It's going to be 54-47 right now. Down tilt. 54-54. We see down throw. Do we see a side B? No, it's going to be a up smash missing. It's a down throw though. We saw the grenade just collide with the spike ball, but the Piranha Plant unharmed as he gets his KO right here on AI Sonic. Better Ness, who has not gotten as much activity for Edmonton in these games. He has a 1 versus 3 scenario for the defending champion in this exhibition match. It's going to be 27-78 right now. We see the forward tilt. It's going to be 43-91. We're going to see just the Lucas down smash. It's going to be 70-107 already as the Lucas already taking 70%. 83. Do we see Papaya getting that KO? It's 96-119 right now. That spike ball, it's going to land. Better Ness at 115, and he's going to go high. He's going to get hit by the... No! He was just wide right of that spike ball. It's 135-125 right now, so we're going to see that spike ball. It is going to be barely missed. Also wide to the left. This is going to be 135 as Titus comes in and in his debut gets that game-winning KO for Ottawa. Ottawa, they're going to win this 5-3. All right. I pressed down the wrong controller. Papaya though, 1 KO from Papaya, 2 from Sauron, Titus with the game-winning KO, and Taste with that leadoff win. Doofinator, AI Sonic, Betterness, they each get KOs in this game. Alright. So that's going to be game number 2 of this preseason. So, I just realized a bunch of y'all probably don't know what the actual schedule is for round 1 of this preseason. We just got done with the Swarm versus Toronto. We got Edmonton versus Ottawa. Then, let's see. Up next, we're going to have the Ditto Burritos against Green Bay. So, the Starbreakers have relocated from outer space to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Despite the fact they're relocating to Green Bay, Wisconsin, they're still going to play their home games on Lilac Cruz Battlefield Forum. It's just, instead of it being in space, it's going to be in the skies of Green Bay, Wisconsin. You just got the stadium, some other stuff there, so you don't got to worry about too much stuff. Then let's see. Very Dogs team at the Chaos Corp. Time Zone Squad versus Buffalo. Ceiling Fans versus expansion franchise JG Wentworth. Your Worst Nightmare at Detroit. 456 Squadron at expansion franchise Boston. Amiibo Engage at Miami. That's 2 expansion franchises going up against each other, including the #1 overall pick in the draft. Then we have Fun Gang at the Novas. Critical Crashers at No Custody. We have the Cinnabon Splitters, another expansion team, at Red Plus Blue. And to close things out for tonight, it's going to be the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts at the Dynamic Divorce. We have 9 expansion teams, but because 2 teams folded, we have 26 instead of 28 teams. Alright, let's head to your next match right now, as we're going to have the Ditto Burritos at the Green Bay. Alright, so as mentioned, Green Bay, they're going to be using the same home stage of Lilac Battlefield Forum. It's just, instead of being in space, it's going to be over the skies of Green Bay. You know how that is. It works. Just trust me on this. So, the Ditto Burritos, for the first time in franchise history, they did not make it to the finals. They were bounced in the first round of the playoffs against Very Dogs' team, a team who had just made it to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. So, my water had fallen, so I gotta grab that real quick, because, man, this water bottle was huge. I'm gonna keep talking about this water bottle. It's a 1.5 liter water bottle. I got it this morning. I'm only halfway done with it. Like, let's see how tall this thing is. Okay, next to me I have Bob, which is my King Deity amiibo. If we put Bob here, and we put Bob there, and we put Bob there, this thing is as tall as 4 Bobs. This thing is as tall as 4 Bobs. Like, take the King Deity amiibo, stack them up 4 times. That's how tall this water bottle is. 1.5 liters of water. Bob is a Smash Series King Deity, by the way. So just for reference, if you have 4, yes, Bob. Bob is expected to be a possible top threat here in Season 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We're going to see him in the next match. So not this match, but the one immediately afterwards as Bob. He is the first round pick of Very Dogs' team, the man who is trying to solve the Bob emergency. For those of you who don't know what the Bob emergency is, watch the documentary from Secret Base. It's a 2-part documentary. It's about a 2.5, 3 hour watch. I highly recommend it. It's about the history of Bob in sports. But we're gonna get started with the Ditto Burritos. Yes, Nightmare. Thank you. So, for those of you who don't know me in the actual competitive amiibo scene, I have not won a tournament since 2021, but last week, Bob, he snapped that losing streak as, I think it was, the tournament was called Olimar Looks Like a Chopped Labubu. Yes, Olimar Looks Like a Chopped Labubu. Bob won that tournament, and he broke my non-winning streak, so I finally have an amiibo tournament win as, thank you, Nightmare, for that King Deity training advice. Thank you. We modeled Bob to be very similar to Pancakes and Tilted, so he's expected to be very similar in production to the Season 3 MVP and the all-time KO leader. Alright, B-Fans Byleth, multi-class as the Ditto Burritos. They get a Byleth back on their team. We're going to see a bunch of bench players here for this team, as well as some draft picks, as Tilted, going to be the only starter playing tonight. John Pickman, that is one of them's Olimar amiibo. He had 2 appearances, I believe, last season. We're going to see if we can get more out of him. Amalgamate sent another Pyramithra to his team, so we have a second Pyramithra. Snaketails remains on the roster for No Custody. And then there's also going to be Sue number 9. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Ladies and gentlemen, the season after Nightmare's King Deity won the MVP award, Nightmare trained another King Deity amiibo. His name is Rice, and he was drafted by Your Worst Nightmare. He's expected to be very, very similar to Pancakes, so that could be another top threat as Your Worst Nightmare. They missed the playoffs in Season 3 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. They're trying to make it back in, as I believe they finished 7-9 last season. So we'll see what they can do next season. Speaking of King Deities, NetEasy, King Deity, Tilted, the all-time leader in KOs with 86, I believe. He is trying to become the first Amiibo to have 100 KOs in his career. Let's bring him in real quick, as these preseason exhibition games, they don't count. Last season, though, he managed to get his first 4 KO performance. Alright. Then, the Ditto Burritos, they will be facing off against Green Bay. We already mentioned Green Bay. This is going to be White Cheese's first season as the full season general manager. He took over in Michaela's place after Michaela resigned after a 2-5 start to the team. Was able to bring this team to 7-9, but unfortunately, the Starbreakers last season, they lost their last 3 games to miss out on the playoffs. But Zorch's Jigglypuff Pink Furby going to be the lead off right now. This is going to be an undrafted free agent signing here in this number 2 slot, as this team, they love to use a bunch of lower tiered Amiibo. Let me find him real quick. This is going to be Jim's Young Link, I believe. This is going to be Young Thug, so let's find Young Thug real quick. Here he is. Here comes Young Thug. Then, slot number 3, we're going to see White Cheese's Link Quadruple X. So let's find Quadruple X real quick. This is going to be White Cheese's own Amiibo. I believe we saw him in the off-season Amiibo tournament multiple times, including in the final bracket. So now he finally joins the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Then let's see. Very Doggish Mario Amiibo Lasagna. We'll talk more about Very Doggish in the next game that we have. But let's say something happened in the off-season. We'll go over that during the next time we see Very Doggish's team. But when this season ends, Very Doggish's Mario, as well as a couple other Very Doggish Amiibo, they'll have to pack their bags and leave the league when this season ends. Any team that starts a Very Doggish Amiibo for 5 or more games in the regular season, they will be awarded with a compensatory second-round pick. So we'll see what happens there. And then finally, in the number 5 slot for this team, Penger's King Deity Chuck E. Cheese. Gotta be, once again, the anchor for the Green Bay Crackers. Alright. So, the Ditto Burritos against the Green Bay Crackers, it's going to be Memories, Multiclass, John Peckman, Soul Number 9, and Tilted, going up against Pink Furby, Young Thug, Quadruple X, Lasagna, and Chuck E. Cheese. Let's begin. So we see double King Deity in the anchor slot for this team. This could be a very interesting scenario if it comes down to the last Amiibo, but Memories, Pink Furby, I believe this is their very first time being the leadoff each in their career. Although these preseason exhibition games, they don't count. The Green Bay Crackers. Even though they've relocated to Green Bay, Wisconsin, they are still going to be flying up in the skies. It's 23-0 right now as Pink Furby rolling around. We see that up smash is 23-31, as this is Cicada's Alex Amiibo, by the way. 23-35. We see more Alex representation here in this season, as I believe Joe's Steve also got drafted by another team. I don't remember right now, but I Am Steve is going to be on another roster too. It's going to be 50, 73 right now. We see the mining, and Alex does not have gold quite yet, but she does have iron if she wants to use it. Just waiting for the Jigglypuff to come down, and oh, she did have gold tools, so she's able to use the gold, but that's a rest. That's a rest, but not able to KO. So this Alex not able to capitalize off the Jigglypuff, not KOing with the rest. So a strong bunch of damage as Alex taking massive damage. She's at 113 right now. It's 113-78 right now here between these leadoffs. Up smash, that will get rid of Pink Furry, but Memories is critically damaged as Young Thug is coming out right now. Up smash, that won't get rid of it, but we'll see. Let's see if they see a jab. Actually, that's a jab. It's going to be 144, 154, and forward throw. Young Thug able to get rid of this right here. So it's going to be multi-class. B-Fans Violet Amiibo. It's going to be 0-23 right now. We see the side B. Now it comes a jab flurry. It's 20-35 right now as Young Thug. This is going to be Jim's Young Link Amiibo. 58-23. No, this is not the first jab of the season. This is a jab flurry, because Young Link, his third hit is just like jab flurry. I gotta get used to saying that now. 61-67 right now between Multiclass and Young Thug. We're going to see just the Violet back throw. Young Thug off stage. He's going to be able to come back onto the stage, but a high up special that's able to get some extra tip damage as up smash. Multiclass at 85% right now. It's 85-94 right now. The Violet does lead in percent right now, 85-113, and that forward air. Young Thug still alive at 126, and the Young Link saved himself by having a bomb. He used an up special, the bomb was able to save him, and he was able to use another up special to come back onto the stage. A smart move from Jim's Young Link Amiibo here in this preseason match. So it's going to be 111 to 158 right now. Still no second KO, as Young Thug does get KO'd against multi-class. So we're going to see quadruple X coming out. Down tilt, up special. That will get rid of this Byleth right here. 3 Amiibo each. John Peckman versus quadruple X right now between the Ditto Burritos and the Green Bay Crackers. We're going to see down tilt. We see the neutral air. 24 to 12. Forward smash. Let's see what comes next. It's going to be up smash missing, followed by that up smash. It's going to be up tilt actually. 24 to 41, 24 to 59. I'm going to get a quick step of water real quick as quadruple X taking massive damage against John Peckman right now. That up smash though gets interrupted by the up tilt. It's going to be 24 to 82 once I get this sip of water. 24 to 100 right now between John Peckman and quadruple X as the Olimar, he was just blowing the whistle multiple times using that down special, but quad X, he's going to be coming up and he barely comes back onto the stage. Had to go high in order to come back, but that's a forward smash. That's a KO from John Peckman. Here comes Lasagna in this 3 versus 2 scenario right now. Both teams still have their King Deities in the back as we're going to see John Peckman. It's going to be 41 to 16 right now. Lasagna can get some more chip damage. It's going to be down throw. It's going to be up tilt, up special. He gets the ladder. John Peckman at 74%, and we're going to see a down throw. We see up air missing though. 81 to 31 right now. We're going to see 81 to 38. Let's see. It's going to be 90 to 38 right now. We're going to see up smash. John Peckman at 109% right now as we see the Mario. Can he get a down smash? He gets a down smash out of parry. 123 to 38 right now. And neutral special, able to get some extra chip onto here. We see dash attack. 139 to 38% right now. We see, let's see. Lasagna getting hit by that force smash damage right now, but he has been able to out damage this Olimar, and he gets that KO even if it's 2 Amiibo each. Here comes Soul number 9 for the Ditto Burritos. It's going to be 556, 577 right now as Amalgamate, Pyramithra. This is another Pyramithra, also a Pyro Elite as, okay, fun fact about Amalgamate, she has a whole bunch of Pyramithra Amiibo like in person, like being serious now. Like, I've seen pictures of all that. She sent pictures, like, I think she has like 7 sets of Pyramithra, something like that. But yeah, Pyramithra is one of her specialty characters, all that, so that it makes sense for her to have a bunch of them. It's going to be 60 to 106 right now as we see a down smash. That will get rid of Lasagna as Chuck E. Cheese. Going to have this 1 versus 2 scenario right now, so it's going to be 69 to 0 right now. We're going to see just the forward tilt, 80 to 0 right now. That's a dash attack getting parried. I think that dash attack might have been able to KO at that range too from the Pyramithra. It's going to be 80 to 44 right now. It's Chuck E. Cheese taking some big damage. 95 to 44 as that Gordo. It's not going to hit Soul 9 right now. It's going to be 111 to 44 as we see Mithra coming back out for Soul 9. It's going to be 111 to 44. We're going to see the out smash. It's going to be 120 to 66 right now as we see that Gordo. It misses. The Gordo barely missed because the Mithra swapped out into a Pyra. 120 to 66 right now as we're going to see the up smash. That's get parried. It's 127 to 66. Can Soul number 9 close the deal, or will Chuck E. Cheese bring this down to a King Deity Ditto? Let's see as we're going to see the forward tilt. That will get rid of Soul number 9. So here comes the all-time leader in KOs, Net Easy's King Deity Tilted in his 4th season with the Ditto Burritos. He has 86 total so far, but these exhibition games, they will not count as it's going to be 37 to 85 right now, 50 to 85 as Chuck E. Cheese slowly trying to make this comeback for Green Bay. It's going to be 50 to 102 right now. We're going to see Tilted. It's going to be the forward smash. Gets parried though. Forward smash attempted, but that one's going to get interrupted by the up tilt. Up air. Chuck E. Cheese still alive as the clock has less than 2.5 minutes remaining. 50 to 129. 50 to 141. Up tilt from Tilted. Tilted is able to save the game. The Ditto Burritos are going to win this 5 to 4. Alright, so I believe this was some beautiful back and forth action. Yeah, look at that. First beautiful back and forth action here in this season for preseason. Memories, multi-class, John Peckman, Soul number 9, and Tilted all able to get some KOs. We see Young Thug, Quad X, Lasagna, and Chuck E. Cheese getting some KOs as well for Green Bay. Their first season in Wisconsin, their first exhibition game, and it results in a loss, but I really like the progress we saw from some of these Amiibo. Alright. Going to get this sip of water real quick as we're going to have Veridog's team against the Chaos Corp coming up next. So did we get a screenshot already? Let me double check. First, did we get a screenshot of the preseason? Let's see. Yes, we got that preseason. Oh yeah, for those of you who weren't here on Thursday, we tried making a Sam Darnold me. That's what it looks like. And yeah, we took a whole bunch of smash picks, a bunch of our draft picks, all that. Pretty interesting stuff. We'll get more on that later on. But let's get back to your squad so I can be able to draft league. This is going to be a home game for the Chaos Corp as, by the way, the entire Eastern Conference has the home game so far in this round. So this round is going to be the East Conference having home games. Round 1, Round 3, East Conference has home games. Rounds 2, Round 4, the Western Conference is going to have home games. Alright, just to simplify things a little, just because we're in the preseason, don't need to worry too much about formalities. Very Doggish team against the Chaos Corp. So, in Season 1 and 2 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, Very Doggish was the general manager of Very Doggish's team. He stepped away in Season number 3, allowing Jim and DeBuffalo to both take over and run the team, getting them to the semifinals for the first time ever. But Jim and DeBuffalo both lost. Sorry. Jim and DeBuffalo both left to create new teams here in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. DeBuffalo is the general manager of the Buffalo Amiibashers, who we're going to see in the next match, and Jim is general manager of the Miami 69ers, who got the #1 overall pick in the Season 4 draft. But as for Very Doggish's team, Very Doggish was going to take over, but because of an off-season incident, all that, we won't go too much in detail on the off-season incident. It's nothing like too serious and like the real world type of thing, just this thing happened, all that. But Very Doggish is no longer general manager. He is out as general manager of Very Doggish's team. Taking over for general manager, though, is going to be Jacob's Imagination. So Jacob's Imagination, he gets a very powerful roster to handle right here as Angel Number, going to be the leadoff here. Carvin shows Pitt, as Pitt is also going to be another character with more representation here in this league. We see NetEast's Allmore Uproot. He had the most KOs in all of Season 3 total with 29 total. So he is the KO leader. He's even the playoff MVP despite the fact Very Doggish's team did not make it to the finals. Alright, now this is the Amiibo a bunch of trainers have been hyping up, a bunch of Amiibos have been wanting to see all that. He is the man on a journey. He is trying to solve the Bob emergency. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 1AM's King Deity Bob, as Very Doggish's team, they decided to move on from Biz Corvette, Amalgamate's King Deity. I believe Biz Corvette got signed by the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts in this off-season after she was released. Alright, but this team, they're trying to make it to the finals. They saw what that semifinal was like, forcing the defending champion No Custody into game number 3. But No Custody, they managed to pull King Deity just right out of nowhere. Big Deity, Boba T, HRT's King Deity, just able to come out of nowhere, able to come in clutch for No Custody, all that. But Amiibo number 4, it's going to be a fan favorite of this team, Crunchy's Dr. Mario Sauce Alger, entering his 3rd season in the league. He had a bit of a struggle early on in the season, but as soon as he got that added to the roster for Very Doggish's team, he just went on an absolute tear for the franchise. Then finally, slot number 5, Pengers Ganondorf Starless. Let's find Starless real quick. Where is he? Here he is. Alright. By the way, I apologize if my voice sounds a little off, my voice, all that. I was sick last week. That's actually why we canceled the Squad Strike Amiibo off-season tournament, because I was slightly sick, all that. I was able to get better in Thursday. That's why we did that quick little mini stream on Thursday. Alright. So their opponent, the Chaos Corp. The Chaos Corp are entering season number 2 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, and we're going to see a character we have never seen before here in this league. This is going to be the leadoff for the Chaos Corp real quick, as here he is. Here is this Amiibo real quick. Joseph, he was the one who sent this Amiibo himself. We have never seen one here in this league. This is going to be Joseph's Ike Spring Suit, as I believe this is the first Ike to ever start in the preseason all time. Slot number 2, we're going to see a UDFA signing, so let's find him real quick. This is going to be Pengers, Zelda, Vespertine. So let's find Penger, Zelda, where is she? Here she is. Slot number 2. We're actually going to be seeing the Chaos Corp experiment with a whole bunch of Amiibo selections. Yes, not to be confused with Ike, which is Viri's hero, a member of the... Yeah, they were a member of the Team Instinct. I believe they're on Edmonton's bench right now. Yes, they're on Edmonton's bench right now, as they got picked up by Edmonton in the waiver wire after the expansion draft ended. Alright, slot number 3. I already mentioned we're going to see a bunch more Pit and Dark Pit representation. This is going to be MLL's Dark Pit Amiibo. This is going to be named after the devil himself. So let's find him real quick. Here he is. MLL's Dark Pit Lucifer. Then slot number 4, we're going to see Nightmare's Link Nightmare Sword for the Chaos Corp. This is the first round pick for this team. Another one of Nightmare's Amiibo acquired by the Chaos Corp. So let's find Nightmare real quick. Here is Nightmare Sword. Alright. Then finally, we have another Amiibo with a sword. This is going to be Half Mario's Hero Amiibo. So let's find Half Mario. As Half Mario, they are the manager of the Cinnamon Splitters, but they did send 3 Amiibo to this team. So let's find them real quick. So let's see which Amiibo it's going to be. Alright. Hero Sword. So we got Angel Number, Uproot, Bob, Sauce Alger, and Starless going up against Spring Suit, Vespertine, Lucifer, Nightmare Sword, and Hero Sword. Let's begin. This is Very Dodge's team against the Chaos Corp as Bob. Their first round pick for Very Dodge's team, trying to solve the Bob emergency. Can he do it? 910, Spring Suit, they're going to be the leadoffs for this game, as this is the home game for the Chaos Corp of the Eastern Conference. 32-0 right now, going to be 32-19 as we see the forward tilt from the Ike. 46-19 as this Ike getting some good damage onto the pit right now. It's going to be, we see the up throw, we see the up air. 60-45 right now as we see the pit. He ends the juggle right there, but up tilt, down air actually. Going to be 87-59 right now. We're going to see just the forward tilt from the Ike. 100-59 right now as we see the neutral air. Do we see a up tilt? We do see the up tilt from the Ike. It's going to be 111-70 right now. And down smash. Spring Suit with the leadoff win against going to be 910. So here comes NetEasy's Olimar Uproot. He led all of Season 3 with KOs in both the regular season and playoffs total, so it's going to be 11-80 right now. He had 29 total KOs. He's also the Season 3 playoff MVP, so for back-to-back seasons, we've had NetEasy winning the all-time KOs for each season. It's going to be 25-103. We're going to see just the forward tilt. 38-103 right now as we're going to see the forward side B. It's going to be 48-103, 66-103 as this Ike. He's going to get that neutral special and Uproot. Critically damaged at 87% already. Could Spring Suit possibly get 2 KOs here in this leadoff slot? It's going to be 89, 99, 107, and he does. 2 KOs as Bob, already down 5-3. He has to come up with a little bit of an emergency situation right now. It's going to be 8-123. Bob, he's going to try to use that Gordo. He will not go for the Gordos on stage, by the way. It's because he is very trained to be like pancakes and tilted, but he gets a KO right there for Bob. So it's going to be 8-0 right now. We see the down tilt. It's going to be 8-23 right now. Panger Zelda Vespertine coming out right now. It's going to be 8-28 right now. We're going to see the forward tilt, and we're going to see the dash attack, but the dash attack is going to miss. Forward tilt again as King Dedede. He loves going for this forward tilt. Forward tilt, after forward tilt, another missed dash attack, but up tilt. We don't see the up air follow up. Now we see the up air. It's going to be 8-74 right now as Bob. He is trying to even things up right now. It's going to be 36-74, and we're going to see just that. Ooh. He was able to armor that down air right now. That down air would have been able to KO a good chunk of Amiibo, but not Bob. Bob is just built differently. 61-104 right now. We're going to see just the Gordo missing. It's going to be 74. 94-104 right now is Bob. He is taking some big damage right here, and that's going to be a footstool. Vespertine with the footstool on Bob right there. So Bob will only get 1 KO in his preseason debut. Sauce Alger. It's a 2 versus 4 deficit for Very Dodge's team right now. It's going to be 0-124 right now. We're going to see a Mario forward tilt. It's going to be 0-137. We're going to see the forward smash get shielded. That one's going to be a forward smash from the Zelda now. 18-137. It's going to be we see the forward smash. Sauce Alger off stage. Do we see the Zelda going off stage? We tried seeing that down air attempt, but it does not land. 54-137. We're going to see just the forward smash get shielded. It's going to be forward smash. Get shielded as well. That one's going to get shielded as well from Sauce Alger by the forward throw. Sauce Alger off stage. It's going to be 66-151. Vespertine able to survive that down special. It's going to be, let's see, up tilt, forward smash. But Sauce able to shield some of these forward smashes. And, ooh! That was an up special. That's the first time I've seen up special KO. Just like that, Vespertine with the on-stage up special to make this a 1 versus 4 scenario, but now MLL's Dark Pit coming out for the Chaos Corp right now. This is a 1 versus 4. Trying to be a 1 versus 3 right now is the Ganondorf. Already at 64. Can Panger's Ganondorf come back from this 1 versus 4? I'm not sure. As Dark Pit trying to go off stage, he's able to catch the Ganondorf off stage, and he is going to fall short. The Chaos Corp is going to win this 5-2. Alright, so the Chaos Corp, we see 2 KOs from Spring Suits, 2 from Vespertine. The Devil able to get the game-winning KO. We see Bob, Starless, they get 1 KO each as pretty strong preseason debut from the Chaos Corp. That's right, we didn't even need to see the sword. So no Nightmare Sword, no Hero Sword. They will make their preseason debut sometime later on, all that. I think Hero Sword was a off-season acquisition from the UDFA, while both Nightmare Sword and Lucifer, they were the round 1 and round 2 picks respectively for the Chaos Corp. Actually, no, Hero Sword was a compensatory pick because because Chaos Corp, they lost 3 Amiibo in the expansion draft because they didn't protect after protecting their main 4. So that's why they were able to get 3 draft picks here in this draft. Alright. So that is game number 4. Coming up next, we're going to start seeing those expansion teams now, including the home stage for those East Conference expansion teams. So let's get the screenshot. And coming up next, it's going to be the Time Zone Squad against the expansion franchise Buffalo Amiibashers. So, the Buffalo Amiibashers are going to be playing their games at Spirit Train. It's going to be the Battlefield Forum, and they want full steam ahead to be their music. So we got to manually set that up, kind of like what we do for Ottawa. Alright. So let's press those A buttons real quick. A button here, A button there. Alright. So let's see. Time Zone Squad. They have not made it to the playoffs since Season 1 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League when they went 14-2. That remains the best regular season record even to this day. No other team has come close. Season 2, the number 1 seed was 12-4. Season 3, it was also 12-4, I believe. Maybe 11-5. Don't remember quite yet. But the Time Zone Squad re-signed 1EM's Lucina Rin Penrose. This is a new and improved version of 1EM's Lucina Amiibo, as she is going to be there in that leadoff slot. In slot number 2 is going to be 1EM's Mii Brawler Nokotan, who was traded from the 456 Squadron near the end of last season, went 2-0 as a leadoff, but now we're just going to see her on there. We don't need this actually to be there right now. Alright. Slot number 3. This is going to be the second round pick from the Time Zone Squad. The Time Zone Squad had 2 second round picks in this draft. The first of them, this is the regular pick at pick number 43. It's going to be Ikaba's Pokemon trainer, Side B. This is a Charizard leading Pokemon trainer as a Time Zone Squad. They decided to move on from the Reaper because the Reaper was struggling for the team. I believe he got picked up by another team in his offseason. In slot number 4, this is going to be the compensatory, sorry, not the compensatory, but this is going to be the second round pick that the Time Zone Squad acquired from the Novas. This was acquired in that Doodlebob trade when Doodlebob headed to the Novas. Doodlebob is no longer with the Novas, however. Doodlebob is with Amiibo Engage, was lost in the expansion draft. But finally, the first round pick of the Time Zone Squad. Let's find her real quick. The Time Zone Squad. This was their number 1 target. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Warden of Time herself in the Time Zone Squad. Ikaba's Byleth Crony. Then, their opponent, the Buffalo Amiibashers. Honestly, they might have one of the strongest expansion drafts, all that. So Buffalo, he was the general manager of Veridogs' team, and when he left, he was able to get his team's lead off with him. So Frostbite's Mii Brawler Bubble Base coming over to Buffalo from Veridogs' team, and this is an improved version of Bubble Base 2. So last season, we mentioned that Bubble Base had struggled because he had the wrong up special. In the offseason, the Buffalo reached out to Bubble Base and to Frostbite, and we were able to get that up special fixed. So Bubble Base has the optimal up special, the helicopter kick, so he will be able to come back on stage more often. In slot number 2, it's going to be 14 J Masters Ice Climber Dunkers. Alright. Slot number 3, this is going to be Planetar's Zelda Ragatha. Buffalo made so many offseason acquisitions, I don't remember if this was a draft pick, or if this was from the expansion draft, or if this was just one of their UDFA signings. But Planetar's Zelda Ragatha, I believe this is one of their UDFAs, so let's bring her in real quick. Alright. Loading. Trust me on this. It's taking a little while. There we go. In slot number 4. This was one of their off-season acquisitions from a free agency. Not a UDFA, but someone who's been on the league for a little while. Dave K's Dr. Mario Pharma D. I don't think he's ever made any appearances here in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, but here he is in that slot number 4, trying to make his first appearance for the team. Alright. Then slot number 5. Mario Dude's King Deity Criminal. So let's find Criminal real quick. Where is he? Mario Dude, King Deity Criminal. Let's bring him in. This wasn't a undrafted free agent signing, as they are trying to see if this King Deity can do some wonders for them, like the Buffalo Amiibashers. This is going to be their first game in existence as they host the Time Zone Squad. I'm going to get the sip of water as we have Rin, Nokotan, Side B, Sario, and Crony going up against Bubble Base, Dunkers, Ragatha, Pharma D, and Criminal. By the way, one little statement from the Time Zone Squad that they made before the preseason, Trident and Pancakes, even though they're here on the roster and they're going to be round 1 starters, Trident and Pancakes will not play in the preseason, so we're not going to see any action from the longtime veteran as well as the Season 3 MVP here in this preseason. So if you want to see them, you got to wait for the regular season, but that's going to be on Saturday. Alright, so two very interesting leadoffs as the Time Zone squad. Rin, Nokotan, Side B, they're going to be trying to compete for that leadoff slot right now. They're trying to hope for a very similar success to Sobufo with Yo Side B, but Rin, can we get that Liness type of success? It's going to be Rin versus Bubble Base in the leadoffs as this Mii Brawler, new and improved. It's going to be 0, and we see that Jab Jab. It's going to be, let's see, neutral special. We're going to see the forward smash though, 23 to 10. It's going to be down throw into forward air. Rin already at 38, and Side B from the Mii Brawler, it's going to make it 64 to 10. It's going to be, let's see, out of parry, Side B. 64 to 24 right now, so we're going to see Rin. It's going to be the Side B again. 86 to 24 right now, as we see the down tilt. We're going to see just a forward smash miss, down tilt into, we see a forward tilt. It's going to miss though from Rin. 96 to 50 right now, so we're going to see just the forward smash. No, a missed opportunity to get that forward smash from Lucina as she is trying to come back onto the stage, and she barely comes back on. It's going to be 114 to 64 right now, out of parry. It's only a jab, but that's going to be a side special out of the parry. 116 to 74. We're going to see just a missed opportunity from there, and forward smash. Rin able to get the leadoff win because the Mii Brawler missed the side special, then just ran straight towards the ledge. But Donkers with the revenge KO. Now here comes Nokotan versus Donkers in what is a pseudo leadoff situation. It's going to be 10-23 to 0 right now. Nokotan missing a neutral special. This is 14J Masters Ice Climbers. We saw him in the NHL Simulator, but that is going to be 0 to death. That's a 0 to death from J Masters Ice Climbers. So Ikaba's Pokemon trainer, Yo Side B, coming out right now for this team. It's going to be 30 to 0 right now. We see a Pokemon trainer coming back onto the stage, forward tilt into the ice. And Dunkers has not taken any damage quite yet. Finally takes some damage. It's going to be 67, 70 to 30 right now as a Charizard off special. It's going to be 70 to 44 right now. Popo has taken some good damage as this is a Nana leading Ice Climbers. It's going to be forward tilt, 70 to 52, and that's a Side B. That will KO right there. So Yo Side B with the Yo Side B. It's going to be 89, 110, 127 with the multiple down airs from Ragatha, but it's going to be, let's see, off smash. What do we see after this from Ragatha? It's going to be up tilt into the switch to Squirtle. So Squirtle going to be coming out right now, and we see the down tilt. We're going to see just the Squirtle at the ledge. Forward smash, that'll get rid of Squirtle. And now here comes the other second round pick from the Time Zone squad. This is Amalgamate Link Sario. It's going to be 0 to 65 right now, 18 to 68. We're going to see 18 to 88 right now as we see Link. He has a bomb. He's going to throw that upwards, and it's going to be just a forward throw. Ragatha, 97% as we see the forward air. It's going to miss. 23 to 97 right now. We see the Side B. What do we see next? It's going to be up special. That does not land. Off smash misses. 25 to 108 right now. So we're going to see just the Zelda. It's going to be a, nope, no Side B. We see that back air though. 26 to 123 right now between these Amiibo as we see the Link Side B. He has that bomb in his hand. That bomb could be a little bit of distraction as we see down throw. We see the neutral air. 50 to 131 right now as Sario needs to get rid of Ragatha sometime soon. It's going to be 50 to 153. Ragatha off stage to the left. She's going to be able to come back on as the Link going a little bit high, but the neutral air. Ragatha still off stage. It's 71 to 160 after the up air from Ragatha, but it's going to be off station there against Ragatha, still alive at 181, 71 to 181. We're going to see the Link forward smash misses, but it's going to be the boomerang, and up smash will finally get rid of Ragatha at 200 plus. 71 to 0 right now as Farmer D come back down to the stage. It's going to be 79 to 0 right now. Jab, jab, jab. Going to make this 79 to 12, 79 to 23. The Dr. Mario, he's above, and he gets hit by the up smash. 79 to 44 as we see Sario, another up smash. He is closing this gap against Buffalo. It is 79 to 80 right now, so we're going to see 94 to 80 right now. We see Sario trying to come back onto the stage. It's 94 to 80, and forward smash. That is 2 KOs from Sario here as Criminal. This is going to be half Mario's King Dedede Amiibo, making his preseason debut here in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, but the second round pick, trying to prove why he should possibly be a starter here in the first round of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. The Time Zone squad, one straight that they have, and that's going to be a forward smash get KOing, so now we're going to see Crony versus Criminal coming down to the last Amiibo right now, but Sario. One thing the Time Zone squad has is a whole bunch of depth. They have a bunch of starting caliber Amiibo, including that Link you just saw with 2 KOs. But it's going to be 0 to 68 right now, 0 to 79, and forward smash. Crony able to get the game-winning KO for the Time Zone squad. So the Warden of Time able to steal this for the Time Zone squad. As the Time Zone squad, they will win their first exhibition match here in this preseason. All right. 2 KOs from Dunkers, including that 0 to death. 2 KOs from Sario to bring things back, and Crony with the game-winning KO. This was a pretty fun match, all that, as the Buffalo Amiibashers. Even though Bubble Base lost the leadoff win, I definitely saw a bunch more promise. All that just got unlucky at the wrong time. Rin able to get that leadoff win. All right. Let's get the screenshot real quick. I don't exactly have an intermission set up, so I'm just gonna hop off the mic for like a quick minute or two. But let's see. Actually, let's press the back button real quick so we can get out for a minute. So back, get out again. Squad strike. So yeah, it's gonna work like a 4-5-4 or a 5-4-4. So let's see. That was match number 5. Coming up next is gonna be the Ceiling Fans against JG Wentworth. I forgot what home stage they wanted. Let me check what home stage they had again. It's gonna be, let's see. JG Wentworth. That is Path 1's team, by the way. One of the other expansion franchises. Every game between now and the end of the stream is gonna have at least one expansion team, by the way. But let's see. I forgot what home team they wanted. Let's see. It is Summit Omega form. Yes. JG Wentworth gonna be playing on Summit Omega. Let's go to 5 versus 5. All right. Road team, home team. Gonna get this sip of water. I'm gonna have the microphone off while we try to load all these amiibo. Just rest my voice real quick, as we got a whole bunch of matches more when we come back from loading these amiibo.
Corona Flash. Lucas. Violet. Dr. Mario. King DDD.
Okay, so I think I have a possible idea for what I might try to do for the intermission. Imagine like, okay, you know how in the middle you got like the character select screen, all that? What if I put like one of those like mini double boxes, all that, just like highlights or something like that from like last season? I'm not sure. That's like an idea. Maybe I put like a little countdown timer, all that. Yeah, how like, you know how like when you go to a sports game, there'll be like TV timeouts. It'll be like 2:30 or like 3 minutes, something like that. Maybe I put like one of those timers in the middle, all that. Just let it run for like a little bit. I'm not sure. Just because I definitely will need some time to rest my voice like every like 4 or 5 games. So I'll definitely need like 2 like little windows to rest my voice. Something like that. Not sure. Maybe we just put like a random timed match or something like that in the middle. But we still need to load the roster for JG Wentworth. We'll have that roster loaded in just a minute, and then we'll come back on the air to have this next match, match number 6. Hello, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Preseason Round Number 1, as we have the 6th match here between the Ceiling Fans and JG Wentworth. As mentioned, all the matches we have between now and the end of the live stream are going to be between one existing team and one expansion franchise as JG Wentworth. This team is operated by Pantheon. This is Pantheon's first season, both sending Amiibo as well as actually managing a team. So, we did have a trade earlier today between the JG Wentworth and Fun Gang. Fun Gang is another expansion team. That team is managed by Mazakatua. Yeah, Mazakatua. So, Pantheon was originally drafted by Fun Gang, the Mii Sword Fighter that looks like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers logo, but he has been traded over here to Pantheon's team in JG Wentworth. In exchange, 14 J Master Dark Pit has been sent to the Fun Gang, so it's a 1 Amiibo for 1 Amiibo trade. No other draft picks, none like that involved. As for the Ceiling Fans, let's mention the Ceiling Fans first real quick. All pressure is on the Ceiling Fans this season as they are the last original team to have not made it to the playoffs because the Swarm, Edmonton, Very Dodge's team, they all made it to the playoffs last season. So the Ceiling Fans is the only original team to not make it to the playoffs. Of course, that's ignoring the boys who have not been around since the end of Season 1, but the boys, I don't think the boys are going to come back, but if they do, we're definitely going to be seeing the boys are back in town. But Bloom, Gary, Gazan, Doom, and Stargazer as 4 of the 5 solid starters are here. Unfortunately, longtime starter House MD has moved on. He was taken by the Boston Brawlers in the expansion draft. We're going to see Boston in about 2 matches from now, so after this, Your Worst Nightmare Detroit, then it's going to be Boston as they host the 456 Squadron. So Dark House MD is over there now in Boston, so he's going to be doing the medicine drug over there. Mazakatua's Lucas Amiibo, that's going to be Gary. He's going to be taking over there now in that second slot. Alright. As for JG Wentworth, we have a bunch of Amiibo we have not seen before, including some UDFAs, but it's going to be Pantheon, Channing Tatum, Smooth Criminal, JJ Vance, and Purple Limbs. So let's begin. Ceiling Fans at JG Wentworth. 877 cash now. Bloom, Pantheon, they're going to be your leadoffs right here as we have the Piranha Plant against the Sword Fighter. Let's begin. Match number 6 of this preseason round number 1. The Summit is going to be the home stage as we see the Piranha Plant, Mii Sword Fighter. This is the Omega form of the Summit, by the way, and that's already 51% down onto Pantheon. Not bad from this Piranha Plant. It's only been 5 seconds. Not bad. I'm a little bit in shock. 73 now. It's going to be 18 to 73 right now. We see the forward tilt, forward air. Pantheon at 89 right now. We're going to see the down special, putting Bloom at 31. It's going to be 31 to 102 right now. We're going to see that spike ball, and that spike ball is going to go to the left. It misses, though. 55 to 102, 64 to 102 as Pantheon trying to rack that damage back up. It's going to be, let's see, forward tilt. Do we see a up air? We do not. We see the spike ball. That's going to land on Pantheon, actually. It's going to be back air missing. It's going to be up smash. Nope, up throw. 76 to 151. Does we see the forward tilt? Nope, down tilt for the Mii Sword Fighter, but forward smash. Bloom gets that leadoff win as Bloom. For most of his career, he has been a struggling leadoff, but maybe this season could be a breakout season for here. But Ken, with the Shuriken, Channing Tatum able to catch that Piranha Plant, and now it's going to be Gary versus Channing Tatum right now. So it's going to be 11 to 29 right now, 11 to 41 right now. So we're going to see just the up smash again. That's going to miss. Dash attack. It's 20 to 41 right now. So we see just the dash attack from the Ken. I believe this is the first time we see Ken in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. But by the way, we've seen a few reuse, but this is the first time I think we actually see a Ken. 55 to 63 right now as Gary tried to go off stage, and Ken also just waiting for, he tried going for that down air, but he's going to stay on stage now. It's going to be both off stage, and Ken comes back onto the stage. 83, up smash, that's going to get parried, and Ken with the Shuriken, that is 2 KOs from Channing Tatum here against top tier Amiibo. It's going to be 0 to 87 right now as Gazan, the buy the Amiibo acquired in the trade from the Time Zone Squad last season at the deadline. He is still here with the Ceiling Fans. That's going to be a forward tilt after the missed Shuriken. Channing Tatum, we see a Shuriken that's going to miss, but Enid Kraft's Violet did not capitalize as much. Could have got an up smash there. Instead, only a forward tilt. Channing Tatum able to come back onto the stage. It's going to be 9 to 113 right now. We're going to see just the Ken. He's going to go for the Shuriken, and that's going to miss. And we see a good punch from Gazan. 3 Amiibo each right now as Zion's Luigi Smooth Criminal coming out right now. It's going to be 9 to 23 right now. Up air, up air, up air juggling from the Violet. Up tilt, up air again. Smooth Criminal trying to get back on the ground, but he just can't. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? It's going to be 9. 24 with the down special. It's going to be 24 to 82. Down throw into up smash. Gazan takes some good big damage there at 66 to 82 as the Luigi. We have not seen that much Luigi representation in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. I think this is the first time we actually see a Luigi in the preseason as well. It's going to be 87 to 82 right now, so we see a back throw. Gazan, he's going to survive the initial hit, and he will come back. It's 182 right now, as we see Op Special from the Luigi. Smooth Criminal. Here comes Dr. Doom. He is coming out for this is very dodgy Dr. Mario. He gets a revenge KO, gets Smooth Criminal, but now here comes JJ Vance. This is going to be Zion's Kirby Amiibo. It's going to be 7-0 right now, 17-0 as we see the Kirby just spamming the out special on stage. It's going to be 28-0 right now. Every time that Kirby uses an out special, a American farm closes, and every time that American farm closes, the company he owns gets richer and richer. The vice president able to enrich himself. It's going to be 50 to 22 right now. It's going to be 50-22 as we see a Kirby, more out specials. He's getting richer and richer with every out special. It's 50 to 42 right now as we see the neutral special, and he has absorbed the pill ability from here. So the man against Big Pharma, he's able to get a little bit of that Big Pharma powers. Will he use the Big Pharma power for good or for evil? It's 82 to 60 right now. But watch out, watch out. It's 88 to 60 right now. We're going to see the down special. Down air misses from Doom. It's going to be 88 to 70 right now as we see the forward tilt. 88 to 83. Down special as we see down tilt, forward tilt again. 88 to 94. JJ Vance coming back onto the stage. It's going to be a forward smash. Forward smash colliding with forward smash. And we see forward tilt now from Doom. 88 to 105 as we see down special, and that was a thwomp and bad DI. Stargazer is now going to be coming out for the ceiling fans in a 1 versus 2 scenario. There is still Purplins in the back, but down smash is going to bring out Purplins for the JG Wentworth team. It's going to be 0 to 20 right now. This is NetEasy's other King Deity. Had a pretty decent season for the ceiling fans, a little bit quiet compared to some other King Deities, but still pretty solid. I believe he had 15 KOs last season. It's going to be 74 to 20 right now as we see that neutral special. It's going to be the neutral air, up tilt, the neutral air, 87 to 32 as we're going to see just Stardazer taking more damage than the Samus. It's going to be 87 to 57, forward tilt. This King Deity likes to go for this on-stage Gordos, by the way. It's going to be 113 to 65, so we see just the neutral special into the inhale. Do we see up smash, out of parry, up tilt, but it's going to be down tilt from the Samus. Back and forth now as we're going to see just forward tilt. 127 to 91, but dash attack from Stardazer. Purplins goes the wrong direction and will not be able to survive. It's going to be a win for the ceiling fans, 5 to 4. All right. Despite the 2 KOs from Channing Tatum, Stardazer, Gazan, Doom, they're able to get some KOs, able to outpace the match of Smooth Criminal, JJ Vance, and Purplims. But a strong debut in the preseason from Channing Tatum, the Ken Amiibo with 2 KOs. Stardazer trying to just do some regular King Deity things, getting 2 KOs, able to see up this game. Alright. Let's press those A buttons real quick. And let's head to our next game as we're going to have Your Worst Nightmare against Detroit. Game number 7 of this preseason round 1. Alright, so battlefield form of New Dog City Hall. Let's come over here. 5 versus 5. Your Worst Nightmare. So, near the end of last season, we saw some regression from Zorch's Pokemon trainer Sobufo, and for the first time in franchise history, Sobufo will not be the leadoff for Your Worst Nightmare. Sobufo was taken by the Critical Crashers in the expansion draft. Actually, no, they were taken by Boston. Sobufo is a member of Boston now, so Sobufo with the Boston Brawlers now. I don't think we're going to see him today, as I think he's going to be on the bench for this first match. But as for Your Worst Nightmare, the leadoff attempt right here is going to be Crunchy's Olimar Colonist. Let's find Colonist real quick. This Olimar was with the Dynamic Divorce last season, but he got released for the playoff roster, all that, and Your Worst Nightmare, they were able to scoop him up for next season. So let's get those Amiibo in real quick. Here we go. Slot number 2, though, we are going to see the first round pick from Nightmare. This is going to be Nightmare's King Deity Amiibo Rice. So this is not nachos. This is not pancakes. This is Rice for Your Worst Nightmare. Then, slot number 3. This is going to be this is the compensatory pick for Your Worst Nightmare because they did also lose 3 Amiibo in the expansion draft. This is going to be another one of Nightmare's Amiibo, but this time it is going to be Nightmare's Dr. Mario Malpractice. So let's find Malpractice. Let's bring him in. Alright. Here he is. Slot number 4. We're going to see the second round pick from Your Worst Nightmare. This is going to be Jaws' Link, King Raru. We saw him in the off-season tournament last season, but now he's able to be here in this actual tournament. So let's bring him in. Let's load him. And let's get him in that slot number 4. In slot number 5, to begin this preseason, Crunchy, another one of his amiibo. It's going to be the Ryu this time. Bap Bap, the undrafted free agent signing, going to be the closer for this team. We are not going to see Nightmare Virus, Shion, Chroma, or Zerby as they're going to get getting the rest. This team currently has 10 amiibo on the roster. By the way, I completely forgot to mention, preseason rosters have been expanded from 10 to 12 in this offseason, and regular season rosters have been expanded from 9 to 10. So teams getting some more roster slots, all that to manage, maneuver, all that. So that's going to be a little bit of good news for rosters all over. Alright. 10 amiibo on your roster, 6 of them are yours. Yes, you can do a whole roster of Nightmare amiibo, and you would still have a Nightmare amiibo on the bench. Alright, as for their opponent is going to be the Lucille's Detroit Red Wings. Season 1, Season 2, this is one of the most consistent teams, always making it into the playoffs, but Season 3, things just did not mesh at all for this team as they missed the playoffs for the very first time, only going 5-11. But their first round pick here in this draft is going to be Luckman's Piranha Plant Deku Baba, as let's find him real quick. Alright. Deku Baba coming in, Luckman's Piranha Plant as a leadoff. In slot number 2, we are going to see J9K's King Deity coming at you. He's been with the team all 4 seasons, so for all 3 seasons, and he is very much ready for season number 4. So let's find coming at you. Despite Detroit's down year, I do believe he got another 20k performance. If anything, maybe like only 19, but I know he had another strong season once again. Then, slot number 3. This is going to be the first round pick Detroit selected in that first round. So, Detroit did select a Byleth in the first round of the draft. Let's find him real quick. This is going to be Joe's Byleth amiibo farmed. So not to be confused with the farm, this is farmed. I believe we've seen him a few times in like some off-season tournaments, all that. But the first time ever he's in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This next member on the roster though, a major surprise. So, Bloodflame, in the very first season of her existence, she had 15 KOs for Team Instinct, and she was completely unprotected in the expansion draft. But Bloodflame did not get chosen by anybody in the expansion draft, but once waivers hit, we had 4 different teams try to put a waiver wire claim on Bloodflame, but because Detroit was the worst remaining team last season, they were able to get first dibs on Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame, and she's going to be here in this Detroit roster, so a massive addition for Lucille's Detroit Red Wings. Finally, in slot number 5, Duke Fizzle's Almar Dandori. He had a massive regression last season, he was not himself, trying to bounce back here in season number 4 of Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Sometimes an amiibo just falls off like that, but hopefully he can bounce back after a bad season 3. Dandori, here he is, Duke Fizzle's Almar. That does mean 941, Syla, Yusuke, and Herobrine, they're going to be on the bench as Luckman's Crom still on this team. Alright. Let me get a quick sip of water, then we'll begin with this match. Alright, let's get started. This is going to be your worst nightmare at Detroit. Both teams, they missed the playoffs last season after being in the playoffs in both Season 1 and Season 2. Both teams would like to try and come back, so we'll see what happens. Colonist, Deku Baba, they're going to be your leadoffs. Your rest of the roster is going to be Rice, Malpractice, King Rauru, Bap Bap against coming at ya, Farmed, Bloodflame, and Dandori. Massive acquisitions from Detroit this offseason. We'll see if they can bounce back here, as I think everyone who managed an expansion team, they just overlooked Bloodflame, because sure, yes, I do believe Bloodflame did manage to get a bunch of KOs because she was like near the end, all that, of a bad Team Instinct team. But the thing is, she was still able to get KOs. One concern is that Bloodflame was just unable to close some of those like massive deficits. So that could possibly be the reason why the expansion teams did not go after Bloodflame. But Colonist, Deku Baba, it's going to be 68 to 83 right now. 80 to 83 right now between Almar and the Piranha Plant. It's going to be 80, 102. We see the Almar, it's going to be a forward smash. 80 to 117 right now is what we are going to see. Do we see up smash? We do see the up smash. And your worst nightmare, Colonist, able to get that leadoff win. Here comes, coming at you, J9K's King Deity. So it's going to be 83 to 9 right now. We're going to see the up smash into the back air. 83 to 35, forward air again. Side special, and do we see massive damage. 58, 71. We see a forward smash coming at you, 85% right now. Does he have enough jumps? He is not. He barely comes back onto the stage, actually. 98 to 86 right now as coming at you. Critically damaged 1 and 2. And forward smash. Colonist gets 2 kills right there. Your worst nightmare might have found a great replacement for Sobufo in here at this leadoff, as Farmed, taking a little bit of Pikmin damage at 5%. It's 120 to 5 right now as Detroit already down to Amiibo. Joe's Violet, the first round pick in this draft, gonna have to do a little bit of catching up. It's 136 to 5 right now as we're going to see off special missing. It's gonna be forward tilt getting shielded. Down throw, forward air, farmed already at 30. It's gonna be a back throw though. 144 to 30 right now as we're going to see the blue Pikmin able to get some chip damage. It's 145 to 46 right now as we see it's white, it's purple, it's red. Purple Pikmin putting farmed at 68%. Could we possibly see a 3 KO performance here? It's gonna be 145 to 68. We see the forward air. This Amiibo was on the Dynamic Divorce roster all of last season, by the way. Did not really get any activity, but now here he is, starting to drive. Could he get a 3rd KO for your worst nightmare here in this match? It's going to be 148 to 110 right now. Joe's Violet Farm has some Pikmin damage. It's going to be 129, 132, 155 to 132 between these Amiibo right now. We see the back throw. Colonist still alive at 168. He should be able to come back, but he's going to have only a purple Pikmin. Down special misses from the bottom, and we see forward tilt. That's able to get rid of the Olimar, but massive damage as the first round pick from your worst nightmare, Rice, coming out right now. He should be able to pick up this KO against Farmed as we see that forward tilt. Farmed off stage, and we're going to see him just come back on, but the Gordo hits, and that KOs. So a 4 versus 2 scenario right now. Blood Flame going to be coming out for Detroit. This could possibly be one of the better acquisitions for Detroit if it works out. So we're going to see Blood Flame coming out. It's 25 to 24 right now. We see the Gordo. 25 to 39 is Blood Flame already switching to Mithra, already off stage, and that Gordo is going to hit Blood Flame, and the Gordo, it's stuck. It's stuck. The Gordo is stuck, but Blood Flame able to come back onto the stage. It's going to be 38 to 67 right now. We see the up tilt. We see the off special. Rice at 63 against Blood Flame. 4 versus 2. She needs to get 2 KOs here, and so does Dandori. It's going to be 71 to 68 right now as we see just the up tilt. 71 to 83. Up tilt. Up smash. 1 versus 4 right now as Dandori down by a massive deficit for Detroit. It's going to be 90 to 9 right now as we see Dandori getting hit with the Gordo, and that's going to get spit out. Forward tilt. Dandori at 39. That's going to be another Gordo that hits 90 to 52 right now as Rice. Rice has similar expectations as Pancakes and Tilt as well, just like Bob. It's going to be 90 to 74 right now. Can Bob seal this game on his own? It would be his 3rd KO if he can get the KO right here. It's going to be 90 to 97 right now. We're going to see the King Deity down tilt. And that is a 3 KO performance from Nightmare's King Deity right to begin this preseason. Your worst nightmare with a very dominant 5-1 victory over Lucille's Detroit Red Wings. Farmed was the only Amiibo able to get KOs as... Guys, I know it's only the first round of the preseason. I know Detroit had, was using some of their starters, all that, but, could this be the year for your worst nightmare? We did not even see Malpractice, King Raru, or Bap Bap. Imagine just the roster of Colonist, Rice, and in the back, you still had to deal with, Shion and Chroma and whatever else Nightmare wants to put in there in the back. Imagine this could be a ridiculously stacked Nightmare roster that we see. This could be one of the very fun teams to watch. Just massive dominance from Colonist and Rice. A 5-1 victory. That is insane. I'm gonna need some water. I'm gonna step aside for a second because Rice already showing a strong 3 KO performance. Oh no. Does the league need to watch out for your worst nightmare here in Season 4 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League? They don't play any of the playoff teams because they missed, so they have a slightly easier schedule as well. The thing is, they do have to face that Time Zone Squad, all that. Okay, they still gotta face the playoff teams in the Western Conference, so they gotta face Edmonton, Dynamic Divorce. So not Dynamic Divorce, they gotta face Edmonton, close in the Western Conference, I believe it's gonna be... Trying to think. Yeah, you gotta face Edmonton and, I can't remember what the other playoff teams are right now. Yeah, they gotta face Edmonton, the Dill Burritos, the Swarm, and Very Dodge's team who are also in that Western Conference. But this could be a very fun Western Conference team in your worst nightmare. 3 KOs from Rice. Let's stop yapping about this team real quick. Let's press that screenshot button, and let's head to your next match as we're gonna have the 456 Squadron at Boston. Okay, so one of the other rule changes we had in Season 4 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League is that USAC ranked stages became legal. So the stages that are usually ranked legal in USAC, so that's going to be Battlefield, Final Destination. We've also been using the Battlefield and Mega Form seasons for the last 3 seasons, but this does allow for brand new stages to become used in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. So Small Battlefield. That is now legal in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Let's see what else is legal. Minecraft World. All 6 forms of Minecraft World are now legal. We saw the Omega form get used, the Battlefield form get used by the boys back in Season 1, but we have not been back to the stage ever since. Unfortunately, none of the teams have Minecraft World as their home stage, and so none of the 6 forms will be used. Northern Cave. So, Red plus Blue is still the home team for Northern Cave, but Northern Cave, they decided to stay in the Omega form. However, we do have an overnight report to share with you. The home stage of the Dynamic Divorce, Midgar suddenly exploded overnight. Red plus Blue has extended the offer to let Dynamic Divorce play in their home stage. The Dynamic Divorce is going to play on Northern Cave, but they're going to play on the base regular form. So we're all going to see the regular form of Northern Cave, which is another USAC ranked legal stage. But the other last remaining stage is going to be Hollow Bastion. So, the Boston Brawlers have decided to pick their home stage of Hollow Bastion, so we're going to be seeing this stage all season for Boston. And let's load in the next game, as we're going to have the 456 Squadron at Boston.
TDD. Hero. Violet. Roller.
Alright, we're loading those last few Amiibo right now, so we'll get back on the microphone, all that. Welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be Season 4, Preseason Round 4. This is game number 8, I believe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, this is game number 8 of this Preseason Round 1. So let me load the 4th Amiibo real quick. Alright. One other character we will definitely see a little more representation of, definitely from like 2 of the expansion teams, is going to be Mario. After the emergence of Very Delicious Mario last season, Lasagna, we're going to see just, there's a Mario on this team, the Boston Brawlers. There's also a Mario on Amiibo Engage, who we're going to see in this next match, actually, as they host another expansion team, Miami. Alright, so the Boston Brawlers, let's find their last Amiibo real quick. It's going to be Obsess's Ganondorf Amiibo, going to be Twandale Dingo. He's coming over from Edmonton. That is how Edmonton was able to protect their last Amiibo, Betterness, from the expansion draft, I believe. Actually, no, Edmonton actually forgot to protect an Amiibo. The clock had ran out. It's just nobody had chosen the Lucas. Alright, so the 456 Squadron, they made it to the playoffs in their very first season, but then Season 3 just didn't work out. The Hound was taken in the expansion draft by the Chaos Corp. She was traded in an Isabel for Isabel trade with the Time Zone Squad, but then the Time Zone Squad, in order to acquire Nokotan, they sent the Hound over to the 456 Squadron. The Hound had a very off season in Season 3 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, but the moment the Hound came back to the 456 Squadron, she went 500 as a leadoff, 2 leadoff wins, 2 leadoff losses with only 2 KOs, but that was much better progress than what we saw early on. Cyber Sands is back, Valerius is also back, Crystal is gone after a down season. She was taken by the Critical Crashers in the expansion draft. We're going to see her later on in this night. Alright, then let's see. We already mentioned let's see, we have both draft picks from the 456 Squadron here in this roster. Actually, no. Duolingo is an undrafted free agent signing, so Duolingo, that is Ruffles' Byleth, also known as Hypercritical, going to be there on that 5th slot. But MLL drafted his own King Deity Amiibo MC Hammer in that number 3 slot. I don't know if that King Deity is going to be Gordo or Gordo-less. We'll see as we go. As for the Boston Brawlers, yes, they do have a Mii Brawler that is going to be Yummers from the Dynamic Divorce. We also see Dr. House AMD from the Ceiling Fans. He is going to be in that leadoff slot. The Ceiling Fans did try to use House MD as a leadoff, but it didn't exactly work because of that low offensive value. House did not receive off-season training, despite one of them saying that he was going to do some off-season training, just because he ended up changing his mind, saying just, okay, once House struggles, then he'll do the actual training. Agent P, the first round pick of the Boston Brawlers, going to be that number 3 slot. Les Blues, that is C Sharp's Mario Amiibo in that number 4. And Quandale Dingle from Edmonton in that 5th slot. Alright, let's begin. The 456 Squadron at the Boston Brawlers. By the way, for anybody who hasn't noticed quite yet, all these preseason matches are cross-conference games between teams who will not play each other in the regular season, because 12 of your 16 games are going to be your conference opponents, the other 4 are going to be from the other conference, and that's going to be based off what your seeding was. So playoff teams, they're going to face each other, teams that missed the playoffs, they'll face each other, and the expansion teams, for the most part, they'll face each other alongside Detroit, just because we had a number of expansion teams. So Detroit, they get a bunch of the expansion teams in this upcoming season. Alright. But the Hound versus House MD, it's going to be 60-43 right now between these two leadoffs, 77-43, 77-45. We're going to see that forward tilt. It's going to be dash attack missing from Isabel. 86-45 right now is we're going to see the forward air. 86-49. Let's see. Back air, and House is going to barely come back onto the stage. So it's 101-60 right now. Down special as we are on the very first game of Hollow Bastion in this league. As mentioned, USAC's ranked legal stages are now available, so we're going to see this stage a bunch from the Boston Brawlers. Going to be 114-70-1 right now. We'll see a forward tilt. 114-86 right now is House. Should be able to come back onto the stage. Yes, he does. It has been back and forth as neither Amiibo wants to give up right now. It's going to be down smash and House with the leadoff win. So here comes Cyber Sans, this obsessive Mii Sword Fighter Amiibo. So the 456 Squadron did place a claim on Gancho, which is going to be B-Fan's Mii Sword Fighter of Team Instinct. Unfortunately, they forgot to actually release Cyber Sans or designate Cyber Sans for release since because of that. So because of that, Cyber Sans is still on the roster. He had a 12 KO season, including the 4 KO performance late in the season 4 456 Squadron, but they were just unable to bounce back from that 0-6 start. It's going to be 44-136 right now, as we're going to see more damage being dealt from House MD. 70-136 right now, so we're going to see, let's see. Out of parry, it's going to be a side special. Cyber Sans at 88% right now. Could House possibly get his second KO? It's going to be an up throw. So we see up air. We don't see the up air quite yet. It's going to be down air. 104-136 right now as we see the back throw. 144-136. Sorry, 114-136 as we see Dr. House. He's going to get that back throw. Cyber Sans off stage at 122 should be able to come back on safely, and we're going to see just the down smash. Sans able to get rid of House. So here comes Yummers. This is Amalgamate's Mii Brawler. 136-0 right now. Cyber Sans coming back onto the stage. Let's see what he gets. It's going to be a down smash from Cyber Sans. Yummers back onto the stage now. We see another down smash that's going to miss. Out of parry, up smash misses from Yummers. 137-30. Yummers, the up special, able to get Cyber Sans into the other direction. It's going to be 152-30. Let's see what happens next. It's going to be the side B missing. That's going to be side B missing again from Yummers. We have made one full loop of the stage now. It's 167-30 right now. We're going to see the forward throw, back throw now. 180-30 right now. Down special. Cyber Sans is shutting down Yummers for a good part, but needs to get rid of this KO soon. As for Yummers, there we go. That's a side B. That get rid of Cyber Sans. Here comes MC Hammer, the rookie first round pick, 4-4-56 Squadron. It's going to be 13-54 right now. Down tilt from Yummers. That already puts King D at 40. Another down tilt though. 47-69 right now as we see off smash. Yummers, 89%. He's not going to go for the down special. Instead, he gets a neutral B. 70-89 right now. 70-103. We see MC Hammer coming back onto the stage. It's going to be back throw. 70-123 right now as we're going to see just the up smash. MC Hammer with that KO on Yummers. So now here comes Agent P. This is Planetar's Olimar Amiibo. Going to be 94-16 right now. 102-16. Agent P goes for the down air. MC Hammer not KO quite yet. Forward air though. That gets rid of the one of the Pikmin, I believe. But actually the winged Pikmin. The regular Pikmin is still alive. Up smash. 126-144. Sorry, 126-44. Boston does have the percent lead right now. They want to maintain that. A KO here would be huge for them. It's going to be 160-44 right now as we see up air juggling. That gets rid of MC Hammer. So here comes Valeria's 4-4-56 Squadron. Forward smashes, they're going to get parried. This is Nightmare's Hero Amiibo. Even though the 1-2 punch of Valerius and Crystal was in a major slump, Valerius still had a respectable season last year for the 456 Squadron. It's going to be 70 to 60 right now, so we're going to see just, let's see, going to be a back throw. 88 to 60 right now, as Valerius already taking big, massive damage, and that's another KO from Agent P. 2 KOs from the All Amiibo. There is still the Mario and the Ganondorf in the back. It's going to be 15 to 60 right now, as Duolingo has a 1 versus 3 scenario. Ruffles' Violet's Amiibo. It's going to be 23 to 84 right now. Down tilt into up air. Agent P able to survive that. It's going to be the forward air. 23 to 126 right now. The red Pikmin barely missing Duolingo right there to get the extra damage. It's going to be 23 to 139, 23 to 141. Side B will get rid of Agent P, so now we're going to see C-Sharp's Mario Amiibo, less blues. 63 to 0 right now. I don't know if this Mario wants to go off stage or not. It's going to be 63 to 19 right now. Up air juggling, but that's going to miss after the third one. Forward smash. Duolingo 83% right now. It's going to be 83 to 31 as we see the Mario. Forward tilt. Down special. That's going to miss. 92 to 31. That's a forward smash, putting less blues at 54. A side B is going to miss, and Mario tried going for the forward smash. It's going to be a back down throw. Forward air misses. 92 to 73 up special. We don't see a fallout because the Mario teched on the floor. The stage has made its second rotation around as up smash. Duolingo gonna bring this down to the last Amiibo. It's gonna be 92 to 0 right now between Duolingo and Quandale Dingle. Can Quandale Dingle, the acquisition from Edmonton, seal this game for the Boston Brawlers? It's gonna be 124 to 11 right now, and he will make sure that there is no comeback. The Boston Brawlers are gonna win this 5-4. Alright, so House MD getting that leadoff win. It was going to be some beautiful back and forth action, but then Agent P erupted with 2 KOs on MC Hammer and Valerios. Duolingo tried to bring it back with 2 KOs of her own, but Quandale Dingle able to seal things up as the Boston Brawlers. They win this game 5-4. Alright, let's get a screenshot and let's head to your next match. Alright, coming up next, let's see, that was match number 9, so we have match, let's see. Wait, no, that was 8, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Match number 9, we are going to see Amiibo engage against Miami. So 2 expansion franchises facing off against each other because they will not meet in the preseason. In the regular season, my apologies. So let's see. Amiibo engage. So, one of the teams in the canceled offseason tournament was going to include a Mario and a Dr. Mario being the 1-2 leadoffs. Unfortunately, because the tournament got canceled, we did not see that happening, but we will see both of those Amiibo together here in this Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So Jacob Imaginations Mario Jacob going to be the leadoff for Amiibo Engage, and right behind it, we have the 1-2 punch of Marios as Holy Wars. Her, Dr. Mario, Dr. Crockpot going to be coming out. So a 1-2 punch of Mario, Dr. Mario, that's going to be leadoff for Amiibo Engage. Then we're going to see Cicada's Byleth Raikou, the Season 1 Playoff MVP, going to be coming out right here. Did not play in all of Season 3, was on the bench for the 8-bit bots, I believe, most of the season. Alright. Slot number 4, I believe this was the second round pick. Or actually, no, this was a UDFA signing. Soy Sauce's Koopaling Zelkov. So where is Soy Sauce? Here comes Koopaling Zelkov. It's going to be a Morton, actually, so Soy Sauce is Morton Zelkov. And then finally, Hanger's Robin Klein. Has gotten a little bit of action here and there, but it's going to be a starter here in this preseason round number 1. Let's find the Robin real quick. Panger Robin Klein. Where is she? Here she is. Alright. Alright, on the other side of things, let's see. Let's find their opponent. It's got to be the Miami 69ers. So, the Miami 69ers, with the first overall pick in the draft, the Miami 69ers selected the Buffalo's Toonlink Lil Nas X. And he's going to be the leadoff slot for this team. So let's bring him in real quick. Alright. So one thing we mentioned is that the Chaos Corp lost a bunch of Amiibo to the expansion draft. One of those Amiibo was Doveman's Little Mac Yamcha. So Yamcha, now a member of the Miami 69ers. So let's find him real quick. Where is Yamcha? Here is Yamcha. Let's bring him in. Alright, in the next slot. Slot number 3. This was another pick. This is Joe's Falco Daboomin, the Falco Amiibo, also taken from Team Instinct. So let's find him real quick. Where is he? Joe Falco Daboomin. Where is Daboomin? Here is Daboomin. I believe Daboomin only has one start in 2 seasons, but he might get a little more of an active role here in this Squad Truck Amiibo Draft League Season 4. Then, the 1-2 duo of Simon and Richter, they got split up. PGX's Simon and PGX's Richter. The Simon belongs to the Novas now because of a trade, but the Richter is here with this team, so let's find PGX's Richter, Sub-Zero. Where is he? Here he is. I stand with Jacob. I don't stand with Jacob. Alright. Then, the last amiibo for this team. He has been a fan favorite back in Season 1. He hasn't got as much action back from Season 1 afterwards, but the fan favorite from Very Dog's team in Season 1 of the Squad Truck Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be Panger's Joker Gengalzo. Alright, so 2 expansion teams going to be facing off against each other. This is going to be Holy Wars' Amiibo Engage against Jim's Miami 69ers. Jacob, Lil Nas X, they're going to be your leadoff. And what we should have seen last week in the offseason tournament, Jacob, Dr. Crockpot, we will finally get that justice. We will finally see that here in the actual Draft League preseason. Alright, so Jacob, Dr. Crockpot, Raikou, Zelkov, and Klein going up against Lil Nas X, Yamcha, Daboomin, Sub-Zero, and Gengalzo. Let's begin the leadoffs. This is going to be a very fun match. I am excited to see that Dr. Mario 1-2 punch. Let's see how that goes. And yes, the Miami 69ers are playing all their stages on Pyra's ship, Omega Form. We're going to see 21-5 right now as the Toon Link. It's going to be a forward tilt, 32. 42 to 27 right now is Jacob's Mario. We're going to see the up throw. Do we see a down air? We see the down air. 42 to 50 right now is we're going to have just the Mario Fireball. It's going to be the forward smash getting parried, forward tilt out of that parry. 50% each right now, forward throw making it 59 to 50. Mario coming back onto the stage. So Jacob, it's going to be 59 to 62, 68 to 75. By the way, random trivia fact. So this Mario was actually drafted by Jacob's Imagination because Jacob's Imagination was the assistant general manager of Amiibo Engage before he left in the offseason to take over as the main general manager role of Very Dog's team. Alright, so it's going to be 112 to 124 right now between Jacob and Lil Nas X. We're going to see him come back onto the stage, and we're going to see back air. Jacob will get that leadoff win for Amiibo Engage. So here comes Yamcha, immediate revenge KO. So now it's going to be the Dr. Crockpot against Yamcha. It's going to be forward tilt into a forward smash. It's going to miss. Alright, 15 to 26 right now. The Little Mac has half meter right now, but the Dr. Mario. This is apparently a very bouncy Dr. Mario, but he can get those results done. It's going to be 15 to 67. We see him jumping, and that honestly might work against his very grounded Little Mac. And he goes with that down air. He goes with that down air. So Dr. Crockpot with that down air. Here comes the Boomin for the Miami 69ers. It's going to be down tilt forward air, down tilt neutral air, 60. And it's going to be massive, massive damage. Does go for the down air. He's going to stay on stage, actually. 71, 90, and this is Dr. Mario. I think he's going to be too far. He will be too far. So Daboomin able to bring things back. Here comes Raikou now for Amiibo Engage. It's going to be 3 Amiibo each in a pseudo 3 versus 3 scenario. Sorry, 3 versus 3 flat. Alright, it's going to be down tilt, the combo again from the Falco. It's going to be 37 to 11 right now, but we see the down tilt into forward air. It's going to be 37 to 29 right now. What do we see? It's going to be down tilt into, nope, forward air got interrupted, and it's a jab, jab flurry for the Falco. Sorry, jab, jab spin. 57 to 52 right now. We see the down tilt. We see the up air. 57 to 75 right now as Daboomin up smash. We see the up air. 90 to 75 right now. We're going to see the dash attack getting interrupted. It's going to be a forward smash missing from Daboomin. Up tilt, up air. Daboomin coming back in right now. It's going to be 90-99 right now as we see forward air. Daboomin will get KO'd. Raikou. It's going to be Raikou versus Sub-Zero right now as Sub-Zero. PGX's Richter Amiibo coming out for the Miami 69ers. It's going to be 100 to 12 right now. We're going to see the up throw into the up special missing, but it's going to be Richter. That's a forward smash getting spot dodge and down smash out of that spot dodge. Raikou still alive at 123. It's going to be the down smash missing. 123 to 24, so we see down tilt into forward air. 123 to 43. We're going to see just the Sub-Zero. It's going to be a forward throw. Raikou will barely survive, but she will barely come back onto the stage as well. 136 to 43 right now between these. It's going to be a forward tilt, setting Raikou at 147. We're going to see 147 to 154 right now. Side special, 147 to 76 right now. As can Raikou get a second KO? It's going to be 149. We see a forward throw, 103. Forward smash is going to miss. 160 to 103 right now. We see the back throw. It's going to be, the cross on the way back. Cross still alive. 176, 107, and down smash will get rid of Raikou. So here comes Soy Sauce's Koopling Zelkov, the Morton. It's going to be 12 to 107 right now. So we see 22 to 107. The Morton coming back onto the stage. It's going to be a jab, jab, jab. All right. 22 to 122. And Richter not coming back. So the jab, jab, jab with a KO. So Gengalzo, Penger's Joker Amiibo has a 1 versus 2 snare right now. It's going to be 37, 42 to 17 right now. We see the jab, jab, jab again. It's going to be 42 to 31, jab, jab, jab. This Morton, he lets go for that jab, jab, jab. Say it with me, chap. Jab, jab, jab. Jab, jab, jab. 42 to 56 right now as we see the force match getting shielded. That's force match, and Arsene will be coming out for Gengalzo right now. There is still Robin in the back for Amiibo Engage, by the way, but it's going to be 56. It's going to be some chip downs from the side B, though. It's going to be 62 to 98 right now. Zelkov, Cannonball, is going to not do any damage. Gengalzo has about 1/3 of his meter left. It's going to be 76 to 100 right now. 86 to 100 right now. We see again Zelkov coming back onto the stage. It's going to be 4 throw, and Arsene will run out right here as Morton comes back onto the stage. Jab, jab, jab again. 116 to 114 right now. It's going to be the Morton just waiting for the Joker to come back. 124 to 114. Gengalzo bring this down to the last Amiibo. He will. So Gengalzo bring this down to the last Amiibo. Penger's Robin Klein coming out for Amiibo Engage. It's going to be 0 to 134 right now, but forward smash, and Amiibo Engage is going to win this 5 to 4 with the forward smash. All right. So, Jacob with that leadoff win against Lil Nas X. Aside from that, look at that, folks. Beautiful back and forth action, which Holy Wars, her team is able to win this as Jacob gets that leadoff win. Dr. Crockpot, Raikou, Zelkov, Klein, each getting KOs. Everyone on the board got a KO except Lil Nas X because one of those leadoffs has to lose the leadoff KO, unfortunately. Actually, that's not completely true. You could have both leadoffs getting a KO. That was a very weird scenario we had between Edmonton and the Chaos Corp at that one time. That was extremely hilarious, but we see beautiful back and forth action as that was probably the best game of this preseason so far. Very, very fun to commentate. We had some very fun to be able to watch, including Jacob, Dr. Crockpot, Zelkov, Daboomin, Sub-Zero, even Gengalzo 2. These could be some very fun expansion teams to see as they won't play each other in the regular season, but a very fun match between Amiibo Engage and the Miami 69ers. Alright, I'm going to head off the microphone for a quick minute, and when we come back in about like 2 or 3 minutes, we're going to have Fun Gang at the Novas. Alright.
One strike. Luigi. Violet. Dark King. Sephiroth. Banjo and Kazooie. Meta Knight. Ryu. Pokemon Trainer.
Alright, welcome back to the Squad Trek Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Preseason Round 1. This is going to be the 10th match of the night, as we're going to have another expansion team in Fun Gang going up against the Novas. So, you see that Luigi there in the leadoff? That Luigi has been in free agency for all 3 seasons of the Squad Trek Amiibo Draft League, but here he is going to get the opportunity to be the leadoff for Fun Gang in this first game of the preseason. We also see their first round pick in the farm. Petty Bitch, who was just traded for from JG Wentworth. He's going to be there in that number 3 slot. 14 J Masters Dark Pit was traded in exchange for Jim's new Sword Fighter Pantone. Pantone, we saw him as the leadoff on the other game where JG Wentworth, I believe he got that leadoff win. I don't remember quite yet, but Geralt, that is going to be Victex's King Deity. So not the King Deity, but the Sephiroth. Yes, there's more than just the King Deity and the Olimar. There's also a Sephiroth too, so Geralt's going to be in that 4 slot. And for the first time since Season 1 in Toronto, we're going to see Urshifu with some action. Alright, as for the Novas, we're not going to see their starters in this game. Well, we will see Silly Who started a few games, but none of their main starters are going to be starting in this game, as this team has this very stacked roster and possibly some good depth. So we're not going to see Diebells, it's him, Valorbex, A+me, or Scorpion in this game. What we will see is going to be Goldfinch, Talk is Cheap, Redemption, Steve, and Zilly-Hoo. Alright. The Novas are still on their Season 3 home stage of Magna Kent Omega form, so we're going to be over there. Alright, but Louisiana. I was about to say Louisiana. Louisiana versus Goldfinch. They're your leadoff. So a Luigi versus a Meta Knight. Let's begin. Up, left, right, down, A. So, Louisiana, The Farm, Petty Bitch, Geralt, and Urshifu going up against Goldfinch, Talk is Cheap, Redemption, Steve, and Zilly-Hoo. Let's begin. The 10th out of 13 matches here in the Squad Trek Amiibo Draft League preseason operating right now. We're definitely operating at a much faster pace because, okay, we're about 1 minute and 46 minutes into this live stream and we're already on game number 10. So I definitely think these streams are only going to take about like 2.5 hours. But, oh, the Meta Knight Luigi's going to be too far. Goldfinch with an immediate result for the Nova, just boom, bang, just like that. But the farm coming out right now for this team, it's going to be already a big deficit as Louisiana just gotten rid of. Goldfinch just eradicated Louisiana, and the farm going to be off stage. It comes back onto the stage. Those side beats on the Meta Knight is going to be 41 to 45. The farm going to be off stage after that, but Meta Knight going to be too far. We're going to see 51 to 45. We see just the Meta Knight forward tilt actually from the farm. It's going to be 51 to 71 right now, and we're going to see just the forward tilt. Sorry, dash attack. Side B is going to miss. It's going to be a down throw into nothing. Side B now. 76 to 83 right now. We're going to see the side B, and Meta Knight did not self-destruct. He will be able to come back onto the stage. It's going to be 84 to 83, 84 to 105 right now. So we see the farm. We're going to see just the side B, and the farm takes his first victim of this preseason. So Talk is Cheap. This is Joe's Rio Amiibo. We're going to see a dash attack. It's going to be 96 to 23 right now. We're going to see a side B again as the farm. Can he farm himself a second Amiibo? It's going to be 96 to 45. We're going to see 96 to 60. We're going to see the up special. It's 96 to 75 as Talk is Cheap. He does not want to go to the farm. It's going to be 125 to 75 right now. We see the side special. This is 4 Amiibo each right now. The farm has been able to close his deficit at least. It's going to be 134 to 175 as Violet tried going for that neutral special, the weak version though. 154 to 75 right now as Talk is Cheap. That's going to be a Shuriken. The farm will survive that Shuriken though because it was the edge of the hitbox. It's going to be 167 to 98 right now. Talk is Cheap. Going to be able to come back onto the stage as the farm. He's going to go for the, it's going to be the Hadouken actually, the little Hadouken string from the Ryu. 186 to 112 right now between the farm and Talk is Cheap, and we're going to see just the Violet. It's going to be a Shuriken from Talk is Cheap, and Talk is Cheap is able to survive the farm. He will not be heading to the farm today. So, 14 J Max's Dark Pit tried to go off stage to catch Talk is Cheap, but we're going to see a jab, forward smash, and that will get rid of the Ryu. 3 Amiibo each right now as we have Petty Bitch against Redemption. It's going to be Dark Pit coming back onto the stage. This is a Charizard leading Pokemon trainer, so this could result in a big flare blitz like that one right there. 44 to 36 right now. The Novas had a Pokemon trainer back in season number 2 at the time. That was Crystal, which was a Nightmare's Pokemon trainer. We're going to see the Dark Pit try to go off stage with Charizard with that third jump. It will come back onto the stage. It's going to be 54. That is a super armored Flare Blitz right there. So it's going to be 81 to 77, 89 to 77 right now. It's going to be Dark Pit coming back onto the stage. Side B, a point blank side B, which Petty Bitch will not survive. So Redemption able to get that side B. It's going to be 0 to 99 right now between Geralt and Redemption as we're going to see that switch to Squirtle after the snap, and that's a forward smash. 2 Amiibo each right now in this back and forth game. It's going to be Geralt versus Steve now. Is this Mario Dudes? Yeah, Mario Dudes Ganondorf. It's going to be 27 to 40 right now. 27 to 40 as Steve comes back onto the stage. Gonna be just a forward air. 46 to 40. Side B gonna put Geralt and down smash. Geralt with the wing activated, but he needs to come back onto the stage first. It's 87 to 40 right now. This is Ganondorf. Just a bunch of unanswered damage so far. It's gonna be 114 to 40 right now. We see the Ganondorf. What will he go for? It's an up air. Sephiroth has not landed any damage. Now he lands some damage. Forward smash though. Steve, I think it's gonna be too far. So after all of that unanswered damage, Steve is unable to capitalize as Zillihu has a 1 versus 2 scenario for the Novas. It's going to be 140 to 0 right now. There is still a Banjo-Kazooie in the back for this team afterwards, so it's going to be 140 to 25. We see the forward air. Fun Gang. We see the Sephiroth still alive at 155, but the forward tilt, that will get rid of him. Fun Gang versus Nova is going to come down to the last Amiibo. It's going to be 0 to 52 right now as we see Urshifu in his first action since Season 1 back when he was with Toronto. It's going to be 32 to 86 right now. We're going to see the down smash. 49 to 86 right now as the forward smash. Able to interrupt dash attack. Down tilt. Zillihu is going to be too far. He is going to be too far. So Urshifu able to get the game-winning KO for the Fun Gang. They're going to win this 5 to 4. Look at this. This was going to be some beautiful back and forth action right there. But then Geralt, he took the steering wheel of that beautiful back and forth action. He turned it the other way by able to answer against Steve and Fun Gang. They were able to win 5 to 4 against the Novas, the #1 seed of season number 3 here in this preseason match. We did not see any actual starters, all that, but some good action from some of those preseason members, including Goldfinch with that insane KO against Louisiana. I think what definitely helped is the farm just racking up massive damage on both Goldfinch and Talk is Cheap. Sure, Talk is Cheap was able to get the KO, but he was too critically damaged, and Dark Pit was able to get him back. But a very fun game to commentate. These games have been getting fun to commentate as we get down the road, all that. Alright. We got 3 games remaining to tonight's stream, so let's head to the next one right now. Screenshot. Next game, as we have the Critical Crashers against the Season 2 champion, No Custody. Alright. So we'll start with the Critical Crashers. They had the number 2 overall pick in the draft. I'm going to be back in a quick second as we are going to load all these Amiibo. We will be back in 2 minutes with all the Amiibo properly loaded. Oops, my apologies, that is the wrong video. We were supposed to load Soy Sauce King D, not Soy Sauce Koopaling. Zilkov, he's a member of Amiibo Engage. We already saw him play. He had a bunch of those jabs. Let's get the right Amiibo on there as the actual number 2 overall pick in the Season 4 draft. That was Soy Sauce's King Deity Chaos King. So let's actually bring him in real quick in that number 1 slot for this team. Alright. Party 3, which is Dupe Fizzle's Lucas Amiibo, going to be slot number 2 for this Critical Crashers. So let's find him real quick. Where is he? Let's see. Dupe, Fizzle, Lucas, Party 3. Here he is. Alright, slot 3. We're going to see Rap Jam's Hero Freak. He was taken from the Ditto Burritos. That's right, Freak is no longer a member of the Ditto Burritos. He was taken in the expansion draft. That's why the Ditto Burritos, they want to try to find some other starters to possibly use because they need to make up for the absence of Freak. Alright, but where is Freak? Here he is. Even though he's with a new team now, can he still get those Freak finishes? This hero, he is infamous for just getting those ridiculously fast KOs, either with critical hits or even just off-stage down airs, because he will catch you at the wrong place at the wrong time, and he will take advantage of that. That's the Freak finish, baby. Alright, slot number 4, we're going to see MLL 456's Link Gloom Edge. Did not get any action last season, I believe. He was with the Time Zone Squad in Season 2, but here he's going to be in slot number 4 for the Critical Crashers. And then finally, slot number 5. This is going to be Frostbite Ganondorf Grim Knight, as he was taken from the 456 Squadron. So Grim Knight, he had his best season of his career, and now he's here with the Critical Crashers. The 456 Squadron, they decided to protect some other Amiibo, and honestly, it's understandable. I think with the addition of King Dedede, the 450 Squadron, I don't think it's like the worst move. I don't think it's the worst move. I think it's like a solid move because you had to choose between this thing or that thing, and I think the Hound might have gotten selected again if they didn't protect the Hound, even though the Hound wasn't as strong. Alright. As for their opponent, it's going to be your Season 2 champion, No Custody. So, the Amiibo we're about to bring, this is not the actual name of the Amiibo. We had to censor his name because, well, even though the content we make isn't exactly family friendly, we're not exactly trying to be 18 plus, but here he is. You have adult video. That is why you have No Custody. Then, in slot number 2, Crunchy's Link Fipsh is back, ladies and gentlemen. So let's bring Fipsh real quick. This is the Link Amiibo. He has 3 finals appearances. He has been in every single final so far. He is 1-2 in those finals, losing Season 1 with the Ditto Burritos, winning Season 2 with No Custody, and then No Custody in Season 3. They lost. They actually got swept by Edmonton in the finals. So this was the finalist team last season. No Custody. They want to make it back to the finals, and they want to become the first team to win multiple championships. Adult video. Say his real name. No. You're going to have to pay me. You're going to pay me a whole bunch. You're going to have to just... No. Or... Nah. You won't be able to get me to do it. In fact, you're going to have to do some sound mixing. Some YouTube poop sound mixing. Yeah, that's right. If you want me to say his real name, get me to 500 subscribers, give me that monetization, that money, get me to super chat mode, then you gotta give me a $100 super chat if you want to get me that. But we don't do super chats because I don't make money off this. Alright. NetEasy's Gandalf, actually no, NetEasy's Zelda, it needs to be loaded in first. Let's find the Zelda real quick. Where is she? Here she is, star slot. Let's bring her in. But no, I will not be saying Adult Video's real name unless you pay me $100. $100 ransom to say his real, uncensored name. NetEasy's Gyarados Glue Stink. Let's find him real quick. Where is he? Let's see. Glue Stink Gandalf. Here he is. This Amiibo was brought in to somewhat replace the absence of the hero, but he's here now. And speaking of NetEasy hero, NetEasy actually acquired another hero Amiibo during this off-season in the draft, so let's bring in Gord Lock. NetEasy's hero Amiibo here to replace the absence of Pump Patch. So Pump Patch was taken in the expansion draft by the Chaos Corp. He was traded to Your Worst Nightmare in the middle of the season, and then, before the trade deadline, Pump Patch was traded over to the Time Zone Squad. The Time Zone Squad, they plan to cycle him in and out of some starts, all that during the season, but I won't be surprised if they use him as a possible trade deadline option. Who knows. But let's see. Gord Lock. Let's bring him in. Alright. NetEasy has a bunch of heroes, by the way, so we're going to see him. He's the same color as Pump Patch. Alright. So, the Critical Crashers against the Season 2 champion, No Custody. It's going to be Chaos King, Party 3, Freak, Gloomedge, and Grim Knight against Adult Video, Fipsh, Star Slot, Glue Slink, and Gord Lock. Let's begin. Remember, folks, you have Adult Video. That's why you have No Custody. You have Adult Video. Do not have Adult Video if you want custody. Chaos King, Adult Video. They will be getting started right now. I will not be saying his real name whatsoever. There's a reason why his name is censored. Alright, so Chaos King versus Adult Video. Adult Video getting the first damage right there. It's going to be 30 to 40 to 46. Adult Video getting some massive damage on the Soy Sauce King Dedede. It's going to be 53, 73% already. Finally taking some damage, but Blurring Blade. That's a neutral special that was charged, and that's a KO right there from Adult Video. So Adult Video just able to out-video Chaos King. Chaos King could not handle the Adult Video. It's going to be 28, 42 to 27 right now. It's going to be 42 to 38. Adult Video in his strong preseason debut already. This was the second round pick from No Custody, by the way. It's going to be 42 to 67. It's going to be Op Special. He has the Hero Spin Op Special, not the one that we usually see from the Meat Sword Fighters, but Adult Video already putting Party 3 at 70%. Could Adult Video possibly get a second KO? Let's see. 95 to 70 right now. And Party 3, it's going to be 95 to 75. So one day, Adult Video decided to go into Party 3, and here's the problem. Party 3 could not handle the Adult Video. He took 108% and counting, as he was actually able to handle him getting that KO against Adult Video. But remember, you have Adult Video. That's why you have No Custody. 128 to 0 right now. We're going to see the Lucas come back. It's Fipsh coming out for No Custody right now, and that's an up smash. It's going to miss though from Party 3. We're going to see the dash attack missing from the Link. It's going to be a out of parry, off smash. No, got interrupted by Lucas down air. It's going to be 135 to 20. By the way, Lucas is another character we're probably going to see some more representation of here in Season 4. There are a bunch of Lucases drafted by multiple teams, because the main representation for Lucas here in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League the last 3 seasons has just been Doodle Bob. A major starter for the Time Zone Squad back in Season 1. Season 2 got some starts for Time Zone Squad in Season 2. Season 3, he was on the bench until he was traded to the Novas, but then the Novas made massive use out of him as Doodle Bob is coming off a career year. But Lucas in general will have more representation as Party 3 gets KO'd right there. Here comes Raps Hero Freak, and that is one of those freak finishes we were talking about. No, actually the Link had another jump. It's going to be 6 to 62 right now, 17 to 62. I thought the Link had used his jump already, but he did have the jump. So he's able to survive. We won't see that freak finish quite yet. It's going to be 42 to 72 right now. It's going to be, let's see, the hero, down smash. Phipps off stage right now. He's going to go for the up special. That's going to deal a little bit of chip damage. Jab, down smash. No jab, jab, jab. Going for the down smash instead of the jab, jab, jab. It's going to be 42 to 113. Link trying to come back on stage. He will. 52 to 113. This is the 3 versus 4 scenario with no custody in the lead, by the way. So Freak really need to get some of these KOs soon. It's gonna be, let's see. He charged a point blank fireball. Almost got away with it, but he's gonna get hit by the up smash. He still has a fireball, and that's gonna be a point blank fireball getting used on Phipps. So Phipps gets KO'd by a point blank fireball, which he should have prevented. It's gonna be 109 to 116. We're gonna see the back throw from Star Slot though coming out for no custody. 127 to 16 right now. 127 to 27. We see fireball. Okay, have y'all heard about that one game that came out? It's like you use your voice controls, all that. It's like you had the fireball voice input, but the thing is, apparently the programmers, they forgot to account for British people. So if you're British, you literally can't play the game because the game does not know how to recognize a British action. So you try to say fireball or however the British people say it, and you can't actually do it. I forgot what the game is called. It's like a wizard game, something like that, like Wizard Make, something like that. But that would be such a funny game to play if we weren't doing the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Alright, so it's going to be 129, 139 right now. Hello, welcome. 129, 153 between Freak and Star Slot. We're going to see just the hero for Tilt as Freak. He has 2 KOs now for his team. 2 KOs for the critical crashes. Glue Stink is going to be coming out right now for no custody. It's going to be 148 to 11 right now. We see the fireball again. So fireball. 148 to 34 right now, 148 to 47. We see the Ganondorf up smash. It's going to be a down throw into the up air. Going to be 148 to 77. Hello, NetEasy. Welcome to the chat. Your team is playing right now, and yes, Zelda definitely threw while I was yapping about that fireball game. All right, so it's 2 amiibo each right now. Glue Stink is critically damaged after taking massive damage from Freak, but Freak finally gets KO'd, and Glue Medge is an MLS Link amiibo. Oh, forward smash right there. So Gord Luck has a 1 versus 2 scenario right now, and we see fireball, we see dash attack. Glue Medge at 69% right now. There is still a Ganondorf in the back, by the way, for the critical crashers, but fireball, that's a KO from the fireball right there. So it's going to come down to the last amiibo, 0% each right now, as Gordlock takes the first damage against Grim Knight, who is also coming off a career best season. It's going to be up tilt, that's going to hit, but it's going to be the weak version of up tilt, so Gordlock at 66% right now. Fireball, and we're going to see 17 to 66. NetEasy's hero, not to be confused with NetEasy's other hero. 17 to 66 right here. We see a fireball. It's going to be 25 to 66 as we see the Ganondorf out of parry. Hero with a jab into just no. Tried to go off stage but did not do anything. Down throw, forward air. 56 to 85. That's a fireball. Do we see a fireball charging? Out of the yaw parry. Side B. 78 to 85 right now. Down to the last amiibo right here. We see the forward tilt getting shielded. It's a Dorian getting interrupted by the forward tilt. It's a back throw from the hero now. 96 to 85. And that is a KO from the fireball. That was a weird interaction with the screen just now. But fireball. That's how No Custody is able to win this game 5-4. Alright, so adult video with the leadoff win. Just Chaos King not able to handle adult video in that leadoff. We see Party 3 getting the KO. Phipps got a KO too. Each hero in this match got 2 KOs each, so to each Link. The Ganondorf Grim Knight went silent, but Glue Stink getting a KO as No Custody. They win this match 5-4 to Season 2 champion. They're trying to make it back to the finals for the 3rd season in a row, as they've been to the finals every single year in their franchise existence. In fact, NetEasy has been to the finals every single season NetEasy has been managing a team, because NetEasy was a member of that dynamic duo team back in Season 1, where they also won a championship. So NetEasy just been in the finals every single season, winning 2 finals. Alright. Let's get that screenshot as we have 2 matches remaining to this preseason first round. Let's press those A buttons. Alright. Coming up next, we are going to have the Cinnabon Splitters at Red plus Blue. So let's go to their home stage. So the last two matches of the night are going to be on Northern Cave. This one is going to be on the Omega form, and the next one is going to be on the Battlefield form as Dynamic Divorce. They host the final match of the night. So Red plus Blue was kind enough to extend their home stage over to Dynamic Divorce. They will be different platform layouts, all that. Alright. As for some other stage announcements, we got this memo today as well, but Your Worst Nightmare, they're going to have a home game tomorrow stream, but Your Worst Nightmare is moving from the Omega form of Dracula's Castle to the Battlefield form of Dracula's Castle. So they're going to be on a Battlefield form this season, just adding platforms to their stage. We've seen this type of move before. We saw Edmonton do this between Season 1 and Season 2 with their home stage, going from the Battlefield to the Omega. Alright, so let's load those Amiibo real quick as we have the Cinnabon Splitters managed by Half Mario. Alright. Duke Fizzles, Me Swordfighter, Mr. Ninja, that's going to be the first Amiibo coming in right now. So, Mr. Ninja, he was the leadoff for the Swarm last season. He had a pretty strong start, but then just started to go silent near the end for his team. But here he is on a brand new roster in the Cinnabon Splitters. Then in slot number 2, Luckman's Cloud Jr. going to be coming in right now. So let's find Cloud Jr. Where is he? Here he is. Alright. Slot number 3, Carbon Shows Pyramithra Amazon Lily. This was a first round pick for this team. So let's find Amazon Lily real quick. Where is she? Here. Oh wait, the Carbon Show is up here in the alphabet. Amazon Lily. Then I believe this next Amiibo was their second round pick. This is going to be Volx's Samus Immersion. So let's find Immersion real quick. Going to be down towards the bottom of the alphabet. Even though Volx is a retired Amiibo trainer, they were kind enough to send Amiibo to the draft pool, so thank you Volx for sending, even after retirement. We appreciate you, as the Samus is going to be in that slot number 4. I think Volx is retired, right? Or maybe they're like inactive, I don't remember, but Half Mario's Link Wet Stick, actually, no, this was the second round pick from Cinnabon Splitters, so Half Mario's Link Wet Stick, the second round pick for this team. Let's find him real quick. Where is he? By the way, Half Mario and Mario Dude are two different trainers, just to make sure we don't accidentally confuse them, all that. Two different trainers. Mario Dude sent some Amiibo to this league, but they are not managing a team. Half Mario is the one managing a team. Alright. So, that's going to be it for the Cinnabon Splitters. As for their opponents, Red plus Blue. They made it to the playoffs in their very first season in existence, and once again, we're going to see Mario Dude's Olimar Fred in that leadoff slot, so let's find Fred real quick. Where is he? Where is he? Fred. So Fred was going to be that leadoff. Then, this was silently one of the best rookies last season, Penger's Meta Knight Lord, who had 17 KOs. He was overshadowed by the likenesses of Scorpion and Pancakes, but a 17 KO rookie, massive year from Penger's Meta Knight Lore. They're hoping that Lore can have another strong season this season with at least 15 KOs for Red plus Blue, as they're trying to make it past the second round of the playoffs. Wait, did it? Yeah, no, they got bounced in the first round, actually. Yeah, they got bounced in the first round by no custody. So they're trying to get a playoff win for the first time in franchise history. Can they do that this season? Alright. So Red plus Blue, even though they kept all 5 of their starters, we are going to see a different Amiibo in this number 3 slot. So instead of Hassan, we are going to see their first round pick of the draft, Soy Sauce's Pyramithra Doomed Yuri. So here comes Doomed Yuri, you're here for Red plus Blue. Then in slot number 4, we're actually going to see a little bit of experiment with a different Amiibo. It's going to be Half Mario's Ryu Bloxer, their second round pick in this draft. So let's find Bloxer real quick. Here he is. And then finally, in slot number 5, going to be the Anchor. This is a fan favorite from this team already, so let's find her real quick. This is going to be Ditto's Byleth Lego Batman. So we mentioned that some characters are going to get more representation, all that. We're hoping that Ryu is one of those as well, because I believe Ryu and the Pits are some of the least represented A-tier Amiibo. But Lego Batman going to be closing out this roster. We will not see Hassan, we will not see Dumas in here. And Wako once again being on the bench. Alright, so Mr. Ninja and Fred, they're going to be your leadoffs, all that. So Mr. Ninja, Cloud Jr., Amazon Lily, Immersion, and Wet Stick versus Fred, Lore, Doomed Yuri, Bloxer, and Lego Batman. Let's begin as we have the Cinnabon Splitters at Red plus Blue. Preseason, round number 1, game number 12 of the night, as we're going to see them getting started. Alright. This is a home game for Red plus Blue. We're going to be on Northern Cave Omega form. We have to specify because the Dynamic Divorce, they're also going to be here playing their home games in Season 4. But Dynamic Divorce is going to be on the regular form of Northern Cave, where those platforms are on the left and the right, dangling over the stage. So, it's 28 to 59 right now between Mr. Ninja and Fred. We're going to see that side special is going to be up tilt, up air. Fred already at 87% right now. That's going to be a side B, as this Misora fighter has the discs. It's going to be 37-95, and up smash. The up smash missed. The second and third hits did not land, so it's going to be 67-99 right now. We see the up smash missing from the Olimar. 67-99. Olimar coming back onto the stage. 67-111 right now, as Olimar throwing those Pikmin to come back on. He's only going to have one red Pikmin when he comes back onto the stage. And forward tilt, that will get rid of Fred. Mr. Ninja with the leadoff win. Yes. Alright, so it's going to be 67-8 right now. It's going to be down special. We see the down smash. 67-23 right now, but it's a down special. Lure already taking massive damage against this Mr. Ninja. Mr. Ninja did not get any extra training, but maybe he just trained his mindset all that to become a dominant leadoff. We'll see, As Lure already taking 71%. Going to be 84-71. Meta Knight just missing those side beats, and forward smash. Mr. Ninja has 2 KOs right now as Doomed Yuri, the first round pick for Red plus Blue, coming out right now. We see that jab, jab, jab. It's going to be 100. It's going to be 119-0 right now. Let's see. Forward smash, that's going to miss, as Doomed Yuri has not taken any damage, and that's an up special to get rid of Mr. Ninja. Here comes Luckman's Cloud Jr. Alright. We are dropping Lore. Nah. You can't drop Lore just like that. Executive decision. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because I will pick him up. I will get rid of Spooky and replace him up to add Lore to my team. He is a 17 KO rookie. You can't just do it to him, man. Nah, Lore sold. No. I'm going to put an X mark on that. X. Alright, but Cloud Jr. taking some massive damage. He does have the limit available as Doomed Yuri. Only at 36%. We see the Dochi special. That's going to hit Doomed Yuri, as Doomed Yuri switching to the Mithra right now. Going to be 104-69 right now. We see forward smash from Doomed Yuri. Doomed Yuri has 2 KOs. It would bring this to 3 versus 3 as Amazon Lily. Carbon Show's Pyro Mithra coming out, so it's going to be Carbon Show versus Soy Sauce in terms of Pyro Mithras. Going to be 8-87 right now. We see a forward throw as the Meteor. There's a giant Meteor in the background of the stage, but don't worry, that doesn't really affect things. 8-111 right now. Down tilt, off special. Amazon Lily at 30%, but the outspeed. That's a shoot outspeed as Mithra still out right now for Doomed Yuri. Side B is going to miss. Down tilt, off special. Amazon Lily at 60% right now. It's going to be, let's see, off smash, 73-111. Could Doomed Yuri get a third KO? She will! Doomed Yuri has 3 KOs for Red plus Blue in this preseason game. So it's going to be Volx's Samus Immersion coming out right now for the Cinnamon Splitters. Going to be 13-111. We see that jab, jab, jab as Doomed Yuri back to the Mithra. Going to be 16-124. It's going to be the neutral special, and it's going to hit. So Doomed Yuri, the tragedy happens with that Samus neutral special. So blocks her. This is going to be the Ryu Amiibo. This is half Mario's Ryu coming out for Red plus Blue right now. So half Mario's Ryu against his own team. Going to be 59-26 right now. Down smash. And the Samus went for the neutral air. Bloxer is going to get KO'd. And Immersion has 2 KOs for the Cinnamon Splitters. Lego Batman has a 1 versus 2 scenario for his team. It's going to be 67-0 right now. We see Immersion. There is still the Link Wet Stick in the back, by the way. It's going to be 67-27. We see Lego Batman getting hit by a neutral special, down special, into the forward air. Lego Batman already at 70%. It's going to be 78-70. And that Samus neutral special, that's going to hit. And Immersion has 3 KOs herself, for this team. The Cinnabon Splitters are going to win this 5-3. Lego Batman was trying to charge a neutral special, but could not cancel as that charge shot was just coming her way, and Lego Batman just right there at the ledge. That was a tragedy right there. Mr. Ninja with the first 2 KOs for this team, Immersion with the other 3, but Doomed Yuri getting all 3 KOs for this team in this game. The only Amiibo on Red plus Blue to get KOs. This was a very thrilling back and forth match as 3 KOs from Immersion, 3 KOs from Doomed Yuri, and Mr. Ninja with 2 KOs as well. So the Cinnabon Splitters, we will not see Wet Stick, their second round pick, getting any action, as Immersion, the undrafted free agent signing, coming in big in this preseason round 1 for the Cinnabon Splitters. Alright. We have 1 game remaining to the first round of this preseason, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to that game right now as the final game of the night. It's going to be the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts at Dynamic Divorce on their brand new home stage of Northern Cave regular form. Alright. So let's see. The Fantasy Feet Enthusiast, this is managed by the Feet Fetish Haver. He was in the chat earlier. Yeah, he is earlier in the chat. Alright. So we mentioned that Very Doggish's team brought in Bob in the first round of the draft, but they already had a King Deity amiibo. Because of that, Amalgamate's King Deity Abyss Corvette got released, and in free agency, she explored free agency for a little bit. The Abyss Corvette is now a member of the Fancy Feet Enthusiasts, and she is going to be used as a leadoff here. So let's find Abyss Corvette real quick. Alright. By the way, chat, I'm almost done with this 1.5 liter water bottle. I got like 2 sips left. So let's get one of those sips right now as Holy Wars N2, her Pyramithra, Holy Wars N2 is coming out for slot number 2. So let's find out Pyramithra real quick. Pyramithra is also another character who's definitely going to get more representation here in this season as well. Going to be Pyramithra, a very fun character to watch. I'm glad we're going to see way more of those here. We did see one win the MVP back in Season 2. That was Joe's Pyramithra, but a bunch more teams having the amiibo. Going to be very helpful as this Pyramithra is actually a Mithra lead. Okay, so our very first Mithra lead in the league. Alright. Then we're going to see C-Sharp's hero, not Antivirus, but Magic Man. That's right, the Soul Man sent another hero amiibo, so here comes the Magic Man himself. Magic Man. I believe this hero is more focused on magic spells, all that, so we'll see how he does. Then we also see Very Doggish's Kirby, 38 Dime, who hasn't gotten much action since being with Very Doggish's team. So let's find 38 Dime real quick. Where is he? Very Doggish, 38 Dime. Alright. And then finally, this is going to be an undrafted free agent signing for the Fancy Feet Enthusiasts, as we're going to see Crunchy's Cloud Ray coming out. So Crunchy, training Cloud amiibo, brought into this league. Cloud is another character I hope we see more representation here in Season 4 as well. With more teams, there's more opportunities for characters to show up, all that, because the main representation for Cloud this entire league has been Joe and Luckman. That's it. Maybe I might consider training a Cloud in the next season, be the change that I want to see, who knows, but alright. That is a Fancy Feet Enthusiast roster. As for your Season 1 champions, the Dynamic Divorce, let's get started by bringing in Eon 2's Violet Failnaught. So where is Failnaught? Right here. Here he is. Failnaught was the #1 overall pick back in the Season 1 draft. So we're going to see him as that leadoff. Then, by the way, the Dynamic Divorce, I believe they kept all 5 of their starters. Yes, they kept all 5 starters. Cried to admin the Joker who started 1 game. He did get selected in the expansion draft, so that's how they were able to protect this amiibo right here, the Piranha Plant. But there was a major draft slide here in this Season 4 draft. There is a big amiibo who could have some huge potential for the Dynamic Divorce, and I believe in this amiibo being super destructive for Joe's Dynamic Divorce. Jaws' Ganondorf Vibin, a major draft slide here in this league. Like, I didn't even notice that this Ganondorf was sliding until I was looking at the spreadsheet and I was like, oh, wait a minute, Dynamic Divorce is on the clock. This Ganondorf is still here? And then in the moment I was like, hey, this Ganondorf is still here, Joe picks this Ganondorf immediately. Like, okay, I'm not in the market for a Ganondorf because I am very much fine and happy with Trident, all that. He's been very loyal to this team, and we want to keep at least 1 member from the original Season 1 squad. But the fact that this Ganondorf slid is a bit surprising. Alright, slot number 4, we're going to see Joe Zelda Aerith, a long-tenured member of this team. And then finally, the last amiibo on this team, it is going to be the first-round pick from the Dynamic Divorce. Vibin, he was the second-round pick, but as for the actual first-round pick from the Dynamic Divorce, we already mentioned this character needs more representation, and more representation is what we're going to get as NetEasy's Lucas, Ted Temple, going to be closing out this roster for the Dynamic Divorce. So we're not going to be seeing Tifa or Mythos here in this game, but we will see 3 of the other regular starters. Let me get the sip of water, and then we're going to get started with the final game of preseason, round number 1. That's really good water. I got like 1 little sip left to that water bottle. Let's get that sip real quick. Alright, final sip of the water bottle, then we'll announce the amiibo, all that. Drink your water, folks. This was 1.5 liters of water. This is a ridiculously tall water bottle. Like, you take Bob, my King Deity amiibo, stack them like 4 times. That's how tall this thing is. Alright. As for the amiibo in this match, we're going to have Abyss Corvette, Holy Wars N2, Magic Man, 38 Dime, and Ray going up against Failnaught, Earn TVD, Vibin, Aerith, and Ted Temple. Let's begin the final match of preseason round number 1 here in Season 4 as the Dynamic Divorce, They are on a brand new home stage on Northern Cave, the regular form. By the way, we want to say thank you to Jaws, Soy Sauce, and Razor Force for allowing them to use this home stage with the added platforms for in Season 4. Thank you for your gratitude, all of that, after, well, the home stage of Dynamic Force, it exploded, like straight up just exploded in a terrorist attack last night. So thank you for Red Plus Blue for coming in clutch in this late season. All right. So it's going to be 84 to 30 right now. We're going to see just the fail nuts. He's going to get that side B, but the Gordo, it's going to catch on. It's going to be 84 to 43 right now. Forward tilt, 84 to 52. We see the forward air as they're on the left platform right now. Jab, jab, jab. This Corvette off stage as we see the Violet side B into nope, the forward air from the King Deity as that side B missed. We see the up tilt. We're going to see up smash miss. It's going to be up tilt. Do we see the dash attack and miss? The dash attack miss from Best Corvette and fail not. Able to get the kill. Here comes Holy Wars N2 from Holy Wars N2. It's going to be a Mithra leading Pyro Mithra, and we see the switch to Pyro almost immediately. So it's going to be side B. After the side B, we're going to see just 0 to 94. It's going to be side B now. Still the Pyro for Holy Wars N2. We're going to see the Pyro come back on. I believe this is the first Pyro Mithra in the lead, which has the Chroma ult. 19 to 119 right now as we are entering, we are not sponsored, the Mountain Dew Baja Blast Zone. That'll be 19 to 135 right now as we see a side B. That will not get rid of Fail, not quite yet. Fail is still very much alive, but that side B will get rid of the job. That's a screen KO right there. It's going to be 19 to 0 right now between Holy Wars N2 and Earn TBD. So let's see. It's down air, forward special. It's going to be 28 to 40 right now. We see the up air. The damage is going back and forth between the two Amiibo right now. 47 to 40, 47 61 to 40 right now. We're going to see the Mithra. No, it's still Pirate actually. It's going to be 61 to 40. We see that side special. It's going to be 61 to 60 right now as we see the up smash from that platform. Mithra coming out right now for this team. It's going to be 85 to 60 right now. We see the down special. We see the up special. Sorry, down to the up special. Pirate coming back in. It's going to be up special, and that will get rid of Earn TBD. So Holy Wars N2 has 2 KOs so far, but Vibin, Joss's Ganondorf, one of the major draft slides, able to get that revenge KO immediately. So it's going to be 15 to 0 right now between Magic Man and Vibin right now. This is C-Sharp's other hero Amiibo. I believe Antivirus is... No, Antivirus is still not with Ottawa. Antivirus got chosen by one of the expansion teams but did not play. It's going to be 64 to 48 right now. We see that side B. 64 to 63 right now, so we're going to see just that neutral special. 64 to 82. Let's see what happens next. It's going to be 64 to 82 as side B. That's a massive full charge side B from Magic Man. He uses a bunch of mana, but he is able to get rid of Vibin. Alright, so Aerith, that's the up smash, a charge up smash. That one is going to miss 2 missed up smashes from Aerith, but down air, up tilt. Do we see the up air follow up? It's going to be, nope, Aerith coming back onto the stage, and we see Magic Man up tilt into forward tilt. We see the dash attack missing, but it's going to be down throw, up air. Aerith at 49% already after the neutral air. It's going to be 115. That's another side B. That one's going to kill 2. Magic Man with 2 side special KOs. C-Sharp's hero, immediate revenge KO from Ted Temple in a 1 vs 3 scenario. Here comes 38 Dime now for this opponent. It's going to be Fantasy Feet Enthusiast, 38 Dime. They lead 3 to 1, 2 to 1 now, but Ted Temple already at 31%, 46, 16 to 46% right now. We see that side special coming out though. Down smash, it's gonna miss. 28 to 46 right now. Down special into the up air. We see 42 to 46 right now. Up special from the Kirby, that's gonna miss. Side B, it's gonna be 53 to 46. We see the down throw. We're gonna see the jab jab into the throw. 79 to 57 right now as PK Thunder that was able to catch a Kirby. The Kirby's at 96% right now. Can Ted Temple bring this down to the last Amiibo? It's going to be 120 to 57 right now. As we see Lucas, he's going to miss the grab. It's going to be a PK Fire. 38 diamonds off stage. We don't see a PK Thunder attempted as we're going to see instead. Going to be a back air for the Kirby now. 130 to 73 right now. Neutral air. Ted Temple currently off stage. He's going to be able to come back on. 130 to 85 as we see up smash. Ted Temple will bring this down to the last Amiibo as Crunchy's Cloud Ray gonna be the last Amiibo coming out. So it's gonna be 4 to 85 right now. 1485. We're gonna see the Lucas. The Lucas is gonna get that up tilt into the up air, followed by a PK Fire, but the PK Fire misses. That's a PK Fire, but that one's gonna get parried. 38 to 94 right now, down to the last Amiibo. Can Ted Temple make the 1 vs 3 comeback? It's gonna be 38 to 109 right now as Ray underneath that right platform right there. It's gonna be down smash. 60 to 111. Ray about to get that full meter though. Side B. Ray has the full meter, but he's gonna self-destruct. No, survives the self-destruct, but Ted Temple with the comeback for the Dynamic Divorce. Dynamic Divorce. It was down 3 to 1, but they're gonna win this 5 to 4. A massive, massive comeback from the Dynamic Divorce as Ted Temple gets 3 KOs. We see 2 KOs from Holy Wars N2, 2 KOs from Magic Man, we saw the Fail Not KO, we saw the Vibing KO, but Ted Temple in the reverse 3-stock scenario, able to close out this night as a dynamic divorce. That gets us 5-4 comeback against the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts. Just wow, amazing, magical. Here to end this first round of the preseason. All right. Hey, not bad. This live stream is only on 2.5 hours. Alright, so that's going to be it for preseason round 1. Let's make sure we got those screenshots, all that real quick. There should be 13 screenshots now, so let's see. Looks like we took some double screenshots. Okay, let's see where our double screenshots are real quick. Let's see. Is this double? Yeah, that's a double. Is this a double? Let's see. That's a double right here. After here, let's see. Double. That's a double right here as well. Massive, massive comeback from the Dynamic Divorce as they win that 5-4. Look at all those screenshots, all that. Preseason round 1. We'll get those sent to the Discord, all that. As here in Season 4, we'll definitely have those result screens, all that. We're also going to post those in USAC. We're going to create a thread for USAC as well for those of you who are in USAC but not Squad Track Amiibo Draft League Discord. So, that was a pretty fun preseason round 1. Without the intermissions, we're only able to get this live stream done in a little under 2.5 hours. I think I have an idea for what I want to do when we get to actual like regular season. Hear me out. Let's go to over here real quick. So let's say we pick like a random stage, something like that, random Omega form. Hear me out. So here on the left we have like player 1. Here on the right we have player 2. What if, hear me out. Let me add a source real quick. Let's say we add a system like 2 or something like that. Let's say we add it real quick. Let's say it's like right here in the middle. Like, hear me out. What if we have like a double or triple box just here, like kind of iPhone style, just like loading all that, playing some matches as we like wait for the next match to come, something like that. I feel like that would be like a funny idea to do. Let me see if I can cook with it real quick. Give me a little bit of time to cook. Let's see. I'm gonna turn off this source for a little bit. Let me see. Okay, so let's go to control. Let's see. 1920 divided by 2. Let's see. 1080. That's gonna be like 540, I believe. So 540. 1920 over 2. That's like 1,000 minus 80. So that'd be 500 minus 40. 500 minus 40 is 4. No, I'm doing the math wrong. No, it would be 1,000 minus 40. So that's 940. 960. Yeah, 960. Positional alignment, we're going to do center. Alright, so let me see how this would go. Actually, bottom right or top left, that can also work too. Alright, so let's see. System 2, where are you? Are you still here? Okay. Control E property. The stream is just about over, by the way. We're just trying to mess around with a few things real quick. So let's see. Crop to bounding box, we can do that. Neat. Wait, so what would it look like? Oh, no, okay. $405.40. Let me mess around with it just a little. Okay, so let's see. 940. 960 by 540. And then if we move it over here, let's move it so it's like the middle, all that. So let's see. We bring it over here, divide that by 2, so 9 position 960 divided by 2, 540 over 2. That's like a 550, 225. So that'd be a 270. Yeah. 960 over 2, let's see, 96 over 2, so 480, I believe. Okay, hear me out when I cook. Hear me out when I cook with this. So, like, imagine, like, when we're loading the rosters, all that, we just, like, have this as, like, the little loading screen. I kind of don't like those little bars in the middle, so maybe we'll make it a little more than 50%. But let's say we put this at, like, the top. I don't know. how would y'all feel if we, like, whenever I'm loading the Amiibo, all that, while the Amiibo being loaded on the side, I have the microphone off, we just have like a 1 or 2 minute, like, time match, something like that, just in the middle. Would y'all be, like, cool with this idea? Let's say, here, which switch is connected to system 2? This switch is connected to system 2, let's see. Hopefully I don't turn on the wrong system. That's gonna be the wrong Amiibo. Alright, so let's see. Just mess around a little bit with some possible settings. I think I might like this, but let's see. I'm gonna enter the triple box real quick. Okay, yeah, I turned off on the wrong system. Okay, maybe this is the system 2 controller. Let me see. Oh, the system 2 controller is the one I'm using right now. Okay. Right? Yeah, this is system 4 controller. Okay. Oh well. Or you want? We can just change the source here. Let me go back to system 1, full screen 1. So let's say we have that, but instead of it being system 2, we here, let's add a system 3 instead. But I feel like I might like this idea, just like to have like a little bit of background stuff. Maybe I like adjust it a little so it's not blocking all the way. So let's say we move it. Let's see. Let me go into proper E. I'll mess with it when the stream ends, but alright, that's gonna be it for tonight's stream. I'll try to add this like near the end, all that. Try to have that ready for like season, when actual regular season begins. So that was preseason round number 1. All the Eastern Conference teams were hosting a home game. In the next round, the Western Conference teams, they'll host a home game, so we'll see small battlefield from Fantasy Feet enthusiasts. We'll see your worst nightmares. They move from the Omega form to the battlefield form of Dracula's Castle. We'll have some more matches happening, all that, but what a pretty fun and chaotic round number 1 to this preseason. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to get started at the regular time of 8 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So we had a 30-minute delay today, but honestly, 2.5 hour live stream, not bad. We'll definitely put like a 2-minute time match, something like that in the middle, kind of like how this layout is, just to mess around with things a little. But thank you guys for watching this. Today is September 30th, October. October is going to be a huge month for the channel as we're going to be running Season 3 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Since I do know this takes 2.5 hours, all that, this will make some of those double headers I want to do on like maybe some Fridays and Saturdays a bit easier to run, all that. So we'll see how we're able to run some of these type of things, all that. But the rest of the preseason schedule. So preseason round 1, we just finished that. Preseason round 2, come back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central. That's 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Preseason round 3, that's going to be on Thursday during the football game, all that. So double box between like me and the football, all that, or whatever. Then preseason round 4, the final round of the preseason, that's going to be on Friday, October 3rd. Then Saturday, October 4th, that's when we're going to have round 1 and round 2 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League in the double header. It's going to be a late afternoon stream and then the evening stream because I'm going to be watching a college football game in the morning. Then let's see. Well, we have a little bit more on the schedule, all that, but we'll see how I can do the schedules. I definitely want to try doing some double headers on Fridays and Saturdays, so those will probably be the days we do double headers. I'll plan in advance, all that, but expect each of these streams to take about 2.5 to 3 hours most likely. Alright, that's it for all I have to say, all that. So 2.5 to 3 hours, that'll get us all 13 matches done. Whenever we get to season 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, that's not going to be until like December, January-ish. But whenever we do get to like a season 5, I want to expand to up to 32 teams maybe. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching, all that. I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all for chatting, all that. I appreciate y'all for sending Amiibo, all that. We got a huge season way ahead of us, all that. I'm looking forward to everything that's going to happen. But for now, y'all have a nice day. We will be back tomorrow with preseason round 2 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, as I don't have an exit screen. Bye-bye.